All right, Schwarber stepping in. Valdez versus Schwarber. Let's do it. Let's hope not. We got a 1-1. Setting everything up, making sure everyone knows what's going on. Gonna have Darren in here, Raul. I have a fun day planned for the World Series. And let's see, we got a 1-2, 2-2. And he gets him. Nope, safe. Schwarber works a walk. And a double play. Just like that, it's wiped off the board. And that's what can't happen. Philly's got to take advantage of the opportunities. You can't ground into a double play right after you get a leadoff walk. It's inexcusable. Takes it right off the board. And Raul's coming in soon. Stop worrying about the. So now we'll see if Rio Muto can pick it up. Valdez trying to get Real Muto. Get out of it 1, 2, 3. Nope, not there. 2, 2. They are right now, unfortunately. Hopefully it changes soon. Nope. 3, 2. Or he hit him. Looks like he got hit. So Valdez's controls a little bit off early. Oh, let's see. Nice play by Pena. Man, he's good. Got Harper in a shift. 1, 2, 3 almost for Houston, but there is the one hit by pitch and all that. Well, 3 clean batters, no hits, almost 4, but yeah. So now Houston's gonna hit. Yeah, Valdez a little bit off today. Hey, Raul, how's it going? Can you hear me? Can't hear. Wait, hold on. You can hear me? I can't hear you. Wait a minute. Let's see. I can't hear anything you're saying. Hold on, let me try to fix the setting. You can hear me, but I can't hear you. Try now. No. Hold on. Raul? It's nothing. I can't hear still. So he's going to try to come back in. We're having some technical difficulties, unfortunately. But we'll resolve that. Just apologize for the inconvenience, but another clean inning for Valdez. He did waver a little bit with his command, but at the same time, he got it done. So that's what we got going on now. Trying to get him back in here. We'll see what Wheeler can do. You know, I'm pretty concerned with this dead arm situation of his. Especially since he had lower velocity his last outing, too. Hey, Raul.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, there we go. There it is. All right, Raul. So, how we doing? Thanks for hopping in. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. Let's see. We continue seeing history, right? It's been a wonderful World Series.
Yeah.
I'm sure that none of them, none of the teams are your favorites, but hey, it's baseball, right?
Well, I don't mind Phillies so much. I mean, the Yankees did beat them in the World Series the last time we made it, so there's that. But um, Houston, obviously not so much, but I gotta respect the job they've done and how well they've played because their pitching especially has been really good.
So, are we
Let's
going
see
to see
what
the end of the World Series tonight?
I think so. Probably. I feel like it's going to be done tonight. How do you feel?
Well, if the Astros don't win tonight, I think Phillies will take it tomorrow. But Houston has more depth, so if I were going to bet, I would bet on the Astros.
Yeah, me too. And I think they probably get it done tonight. I'm a little bit concerned with Wheeler's dead arm situation, and his velocity was down last time too that he was pitching. So I feel like that might be a problem, but we'll see how it all plays out. And he starts off with a strikeout at 98, so the velo's looking good there. So hopefully he can keep that up.
Yeah, so you know what? It's been a great series. We have seen a no hitter, something that we haven't seen before since '56. We have seen offensive forces from the Phillies. We have seen great players. Jeremy Pena now with the Astros is like, so Carlos Correa, who, right?
Yeah, that's what we said too. When I put that out there, I was like, they're making everyone forget about Correa. I mean, the Astros, that's just an example of how good they are, and he's hitting right now, so good time to bring him up. He's been their best
Mhm.
hitter in the World Series.
And you know what? Altuve, he didn't make it, but at least we have seen his bat awaken a little bit.
Yeah, it's really
Sorry.
crazy that they haven't even needed him that much. He doesn't even have an RBI or a home run the whole postseason still, and they're still doing this. I mean, yeah, Pena at this
Well,
point could end up being better. Who knows?
well, you know what? Like Noah, please don't cross. Right now he's better because he saved Houston $30 million, right? So right now he's great. He won the Gold Glove. Um, you know what? Great acquisition. Uh, Great maneuver. I'm sure that the Astros are crazy happy that Carlos didn't agree to sign for 1 year, or no, I think it was like what, 7 years that he was that they offered him. So and you know what, that worked out because like if Correa have stayed with the Astros, he'll have pushed back Jeremy's development, and he has shown that he's ready.
Exactly, and that's something that's really good to see for them. And now we got 0-0 after one. We'll put
Mhm.
that in there. So one.
I think if you give it better, well, you know what, we have to wait and see. But Correa is one of those money players, right? So,
Yeah,
but Jeremy, I like Jeremy Pena a lot. I like him a lot.
I think when you weigh like the money involved and like how they could allocate the resources better, if they would have spent the money on Correa. Pena is more than a suitable replacement, and he probably did perform better than him this year. You could say, especially since now it's carrying to the playoffs. And another thing about Carlos is he always gets banged up too. He always seems to be fighting an injury of some sort. So we'll see if Pena can
Yeah,
be more durable.
that, that's true. But if I were the Astros, I will lock him up and buy his arbitration years, and then keep him happy, like the Braves have been doing
Yeah,
with their players, right?
I was gonna say
And you know what, 7 8 years? Why not?
they could definitely pull a Braves page out of the playbook. I was thinking the same thing because that's what they do so well. And I wish the Yankees would do it more. But when they tried to do it with Severino, it backfired. And Aaron Hicks was too older, so I don't really count that one the same. But
Mhm.
for young guys, it makes sense in certain situations. Maybe they do explore that with Pena this offseason. I don't see why they wouldn't. But it's going to be fun to see what happens with this, and we'll see if it's a pitcher's duel, if the bats come to play today. You know, the bats have really been cold kind of the last few games now on both ends. You have the
Hmm.
no hitter. Philly was really ice cold. And in the beginning, Astros were cold with the bats, and they got shut out. So the hitting's kind of been slow overall, like by both teams in a sense.
Well, you know what? The World Series have only been played 118 times, and there's always something wonderful. World Series are great. Everybody's at their best, hopefully, usually. And that first game, Real Muto, right, winning the game with a homer, that didn't happen since Carlton Fisk did it for the Red Sox against the Reds. So you know what? That was a great first game for Dusty. I think Dusty lost that game. Yeah. And but hey, it's easier to comment and analyze when once things happen. But hey, right now the Astros are on top. Um, they're looking well, so we'll see. We'll see if they can wrap it up.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like the fact you brought up Dusty Baker because I just brought up a stat that they showed on the page before. 2,093 wins is the most all time without winning a World Series, and he's one win away from finally breaking through. He's had a few opportunities, he just hasn't gotten it done. So he's had a lot of good teams. He hasn't been able to
Hmm.
get far enough. In 2002, the Giants were definitely favored over Anaheim way back when. So we'll see. I think that would be the one of the biggest stories if the Astros ends up winning.
Oh, and I want to say something. I think as of right now, Jeremy Pena could be the MVP of the World Series.
I think he's a shoe in almost if it keeps up like this and he plays well. Even if he doesn't do that well tonight, I think he's the best hitter on Houston by far in the World Series so far. I know Kyle Tucker got off to a good start, but he's been a little bit cooler since. So I think it could be paying us to lose if the Astros win, or maybe Val's as if he throws another gem, but it's probably more towards Pena.
Presley can always be an option. You know, they like giving it to.
Well, yeah, I was. We were going over the guys who pitched the best in the World Series, like the most effective. I put Presley, Javier. Then there was Brogdon from Philly, and then there was Suarez from Philly. But it's probably Javier still, the 6 no-hit innings. I mean, that
But
guy's a beast.
but wait, if Framber is able to shut down the 6 7 innings, Framber is going to be one of those options. A guy that was signed for what,
Yeah,
for a $10,000 bonus.
he can end up getting it too for sure. He was really good this year too, although the quality starts with that record he set, and he's just a great guy to back up Verlander. Oh, are you on your phone or the computer?
Computer.
Oh, the chat. I'm trying to think how you can see it. If you,
I was seeing it before, so like I don't know what happened.
Let me try to stretch it out more, maybe see if it can end up if that helps.
It says
Oh,
looks
I
like
don't know if
your
that
embedded
helps you.
link is invalid. Visit the chat settings and grab a new one. No,
Chat.
no, no, no problem. I just
Oh,
got
you can see
comments.
it. I think you can see it now. Look, I did a setting of the comments display. So if someone makes a new one, you might be able to see it. Let's see if it works. New comments will display here. Let me test it. Let's see. Yeah, okay, I tested it. So now you
Okay.
should be able to see the new ones on the screen.
Okay.
And Alec Bohm got on right now. So we've got one runner on in the second. So we got 0-0 Phillies hitting. So what do you think about
So
the
what do you think
different?
is going to happen?
Go
Hmm?
ahead. Wait, what were you
I'm sorry. Go
thinking?
ahead.
What
No,
were
go
you?
ahead.
I think we're thinking the same thing. I was going to say, what did you think about the disappointing ending for the Yankees and what they should do going forward? Is that what you're going to ask me, or are you talking about the World Series?
A little bit of everything. A little bit of
Okay.
everything.
Yeah, I mean, I think they should let Peraza play shortstop next year. I would start there. That's probably the first place I would start.
But you know what? Cabrera is also an option. I remember discussing with you many times that Cabrera was underrated in the organization, and I was telling you this guy he's going to be traded, and then he's going to kill the Yankees. And he has shown his worth. Um, so I don't know what to say. But actually, I do. You remember last year we were talking. I think you were. I'm not going to uh, mention the possibility or the probability. Let's say the possibility of some people liking Peraza in short and Volpe on second base.
Yeah, no, I heard that too. Yeah, we were together for this. I remember. Yep. I like that. It's not a bad idea either. I want them in the middle in some format next year at some point. I think that would be good going forward. I think that could be the way to help some things out. I mean, they still have a bunch of other issues, but that might be a good start to turning things around. And Cabrera is good at shortstop, but I like him better going around the diamond, like in that LeMahieu role, almost like play the infield, play the outfield, like play some third base because the third base is another big issue. I don't know what they're going to do with JD.
Yeah, but well, the great teams, the great Yankee teams from the past, they always had a great utility player. And even I know that LeMahieu is supposedly is going around. I don't consider him an utility player. I would prefer him to see him to be more stable. But hey, he know that he can cover. Well, he's a second baseman. He can cover first base. He could do third base. Even he can DH. And then Cabrera, right? We saw him playing left field. We saw him playing him in the infield. And funny story, I was able to I've been able to talk to Cabrera a few times, and the play that from his Yankees experience, the post was when he brought the homer
Hmm.
playing in the outfield. And I have to think of a play or something. That's the one that comes to my mind.
That's really cool. I think that's a sick play. I mean, no one was really expecting him to be that good in the outfield. And he ends up being really well. I know his brother played the outfield. I know he spoke with him about having how he want how to play there a little bit, like learning on the fly. It's really impressive because they never really did in the minors with him in the outfield. So that's really cool. You told me that. I think he really does take pride in his defense, and you can kind of see that on the television with how excited he gets sometimes.
Bro has liked him a lot. He's a soccer player as a baseball player. So he loves him. He said why he loves him. Great attitude. Uh, he's been able to play different positions, and he's able to play it well, right? Not giving them issues.
Yeah, it's really impressive considering that all the stuff they asked him to do, and like we said, he didn't end up even playing that much. Out, he never played the outfield in the minors really,
Yeah,
so
never.
it's really cool to see him how he was able to pick it up. And I think he's a perfect utility guy for the Yankees. And yep, that
Hmm.
play, everyone remembers how he. Yep, let's bring it up. Yep, that play, how he robbed that home run and everything. But I think he's a perfect utility guy. He should replace Marwin Gonzalez, I think, next year. Marwin's a free agent. I don't really think they need to bring him back. Just let Cabrera take the utility role, play him as much as you can, and let's see what happens with that.
Well, as soon as it's caught, it's going to be a very interesting off season
Yeah,
for everybody. But like first for the Yankees, right? Their first priority should be taking care of Judge. But we know what's going on.
Yeah, we have to see what's going to happen with that. So, do you think he's going to be back, or are you worried that he's going to be signed with another team?
Well, we have a friend, and we heard him what he said, right?
Yep.
Uh, uh, we have to delete that guy,
No, I know, and we
right?
had
That's
the
how it is.
we had the YouTube channel with we had the big show with him, and I know what you're referring to. You're talking about the Giants obviously being a big threat, and some things we heard about
Mhm.
that, which is definitely feasible. It just depends if the Yankees want to step up to the plate and if they really want to make sure that he doesn't get away. Like how hard are they willing to go? I guess that's going to be a question too. The money's close, and will he choose his hometown over the Yankees? That's another question worth talking about. And then you have and the
But
game right
I've been
now.
hearing, I mean that his wife, she wants to live in New York, so we'll see.
Yeah, that's the word on the street. That seems to be the common consensus, unfortunately. But I think there's enough. If they offer enough, I'm sure that could change. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, ultimately, it's still up to him.
Mhm.
I know she'll have some influence, but he's got to see what he wants to
Now,
do.
Julian, let's say that you become the GM for the Yankees. No more Brian Cashman. What do you think?
All
I don't
right.
want to put you in this spot, but I'm going to put you in this spot. So,
Okay.
what would you think it will be? You're the GM. You have to look at your money, right? So, how much do you think it will
Mhm.
be a good offer for Judge?
Okay. You got to put on your hat here. I would say you got to go 9 years at least because you're not going to get him for anything less than 9 years, in my opinion. If you're going to do 8 years, it has to be like 320 or 330 at least, like 40 a year. If you do nine, you could be looking at a range of like 330 to 350 probably. I think that they've
So, but how much
estimated
a year?
around 40, like you're looking at 30, I think like 37, well, 39, 38 is 350, around 37 something. If you do 360, that'd be 40 a year. So you'd have to give a nine, maybe nine for 340, I would go with, or nine for 350.
And you know what? That's difficult. It's like having a player that is prone to injuries for 9 years. Uh, that's something that you have to think about, right? Uh, you're going to have also standing with a long term, right? So to offer him 45 or $50 million a year, and that way you can look him it.
Yeah, I mean, if you're talking about like 6 years, 300, something like that, basically,
Well,
for an
hey, so
example, like six for 300.
Sabathia told Carlos Baerga that Josh was looking for 250. That's the number that he was looking before the season started. So that was
Yeah,
only a difference of $6 million for what the Yankees offer him and his number, right? Because the Yankees
yeah,
offer
around
him
that.
29 something. So to get to the
Yeah,
250, it was 35. But now they will have to
yeah.
overpay.
Yeah, I know. I think they mismanaged the situation a little bit. I mean, Judge was never going to take what they offered. It was an all right offer, but he was never going to really take it. I don't think they should have. They would have had to go higher if they really wanted to get it done before the year.
For 250, and they offer him what, 217? I think it was something like that.
Yeah, somewhere in that like the 213 range, somewhere in that ballpark. Yeah, but yeah, we'll see. I
Super
mean, the
Super
Dodgers could be
Force.
a threat too.
Wait, yeah, Super Force 789. Wait, is the game today? Hey, brother, what are you doing? World Series game.
Yes, the game is clearly today. And let's see if they get the game seven. Alvarez made a great play to end the second, by the way. He was up against the wall. It looked like the ball was going to be over his head, but he just had enough space, and Valdez escaped the jam narrowly.
Hasn't looked that sharp as the last time. But
No, we
still,
have.
two innings. He has struck out two. Uh, One hit.
Yeah, it was so close to being a homer. Like, it just needed a little more elevation. It had the distance, basically. Just needed more height. It was in that deep part in left center where they have that pole lines up kind of one. It was Amuno Sosa hit it. So
Hmm.
that's who hit the ball
And
there.
Sandy says,
But
Phillies almost hit it out, but Sandy in this game the almost doesn't count.
yeah, we gotta go. Yeah, unfortunately, now the Astros have had narrowly escaped a lot of jams. Like Judge almost had that home run. Like there's so many little things like that. But the Yankees were outclassed. Like they weren't gonna win that series. It was just a mismatch of talent and mismatch
Well,
across the board.
the team
Hey, Darren,
didn't
what's up?
compare. The teams didn't compare. The Astros had so much depth.
Hey guys, I will be in shortly.
All right, sounds good. Let's get it. We're in the we're bottom of the second right now. We'll see if Wheeler hit a 99, so the velo's looking good early. So we'll see if he keeps that rolling. Bregman's been a little quiet, although he does have a home run this series. And it
Now, I
looks
was talking to some friends. I was talking to some friends that were in Philly, and
it really
they
is.
were throwing. Hear me?
Yeah.
So they were telling me, or he was telling me that that the Phillies fans they were players' families. So it wasn't nice. So but hey, we know that they have some Phillies fans have issues, right? So what can you say?
Yeah. That's putting it mildly, unfortunately. We've heard a lot of bad stories about Philly.
Hmm.
Didn't they? Oh, that's a weird camera angle. Hello, mouth.
Oh, whoa. That
Didn't
was,
they beat Santa or something?
they
They
booed
booed
him.
him.
But that was like a football game, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was football.
That
Well,
was mad funny.
during the football games, they had a judge. They had a judge. There were they will sentence people, and they had a jail at the stadium. I don't know if they still have it.
yeah, they have the cellar underneath. But yeah. So we were talking about Judge and stuff. I was gonna say the Dodgers could be a threat to him too, because you never know what they're gonna do. And they were talking about moving Mookie Betts into second base and maybe Trey Turner leaves. So you have to watch for them too.
Now let me say something, or let me ask you something. Reason Judge decides not to sign with Yankees.
Mhm.
So I guess the Yankees will have to act, and I don't know if it's the best available free agent that's going to fill a hole for them, but they will need to act. They will need to act fast. Personally, I like a returner.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I feel like that's the only acceptable reaction would be to sign Trey Turner if you lose Aaron Judge, probably. But would they actually do it? I don't know. I know Turner wants to come back to the East. That's been heavily reported. So he might not be back with LA. I think Atlanta might be in the mix for Trey. What are you hearing about Trey's market? Do you know anything interesting about him?
Not really, but let's not Correa available.
Yeah,
So it's not like he will be the only superstar available. There's three superstars
that's true.
available for
Yeah.
any team. So
I don't think the Yankees would do Correa or Bogart so personally. I feel like they wouldn't go in that direction. I could be completely off base, but I
you
don't
know what?
think they would.
If they don't have to do it, I will go a different direction because they have Cabrera, Volpe, and Peraza, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
But sometimes the way that they act, bad happens for them. I don't see any other. What other high caliber free agents are out there that they will benefit, right?
I mean, there's
Without
Brandon Nimmo,
overpaying.
but he's a tier below them. But there's Brandon Nimmo could help in the outfield if they wanted to do Nimmo. But they would have to get some pitching too, like a Rod or something. Like that'd be interesting. That'd be a good move. I don't think they'll do Verlander either. So we'll see. I don't know how active they're going to be. They're not the same Yankees anymore. You never know exactly what they're going to do. Like last year, their big money move was getting Josh Donaldson, and that was a terrible move. So hopefully they could do something a lot better.
Are you that upset with Filippo?
I'm not thrilled with Flipper. I mean, I just don't think he was great, really. I mean, it's their fault for putting him in that situation. I should be more upset with the organization and the player personally, because they didn't they didn't do him any favors.
Mm-hmm.
He just wasn't like good enough.
Like the way that he was benched to it in the ALCS, gives you a bad taste in your mouth, right?
Yeah, and like the way they were just moving the shortstops around, like there was 4 different games, 4 different shortstops like each day. Like they were just guessing; they didn't know what they were doing. Like it was really tough to watch with all the lineup changes, all the different leadoff hitters. Like they were it was a mess. But I
Oops.
think IKF's better suited for third base or utility role or bench or something, and it shouldn't be the starting shortstop next year.
If you mention it, but it's reported that Maldonado is playing with a.
No, I missed that one actually. I know Gurriel's out with the knee.
Mhm.
That's crazy about Maldonado.
Yeah, he's playing with a broken hand.
That's great. Yeah, I mean, I gotta tip my hat to him. It's pretty impressive. Put it as the World Series, so he's leaving it all on the line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Although Vasquez is in there. Vasquez is in there now, hitting.
Well, there you go.
I guess he's DHing though, right?
Yes, he's the agent. Yeah, I had talked about that with someone else. Like the agents for the Astros haven't been looking that great. Now this can become an issue if Maldonado Vasquez can go behind the plate, but then the pitcher will be hitting almost to bring pinch hitters every time the pitcher comes to bat, right?
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point there. In case something does happen to Maldonado, that's going to put them in a bad situation. So I guess he's going to tough it out. We'll see how long he can make it. I'm assuming he hurt himself in Game 5. I'm assuming he hurt himself in Game 5, right?
I don't know. I haven't heard. But again, sometimes like Lindor when he broke closing the closet door in Los Angeles, right? So I don't know how this injury happened. So, but anything can happen, right?
Yeah, it's really crazy. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of injuries, and Gurriel might play his last game in Houston too. He's a free agent. His regular season was pretty bad. I don't know if maybe they'll bring him back on a 1 year deal. He's getting up there in age too, so I'm not sure what's next for him. But the Astros have a lot of good depth because Mancini steps in now because of that. So it's not like they don't have good guys to replace him. And Vasquez is a quality backup catcher that can start for most teams too. If something does happen to Maldonado,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be 0-0 after 2, it looks like Vasquez double play. Yo,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think about what did you think about the vibe at Yankee Stadium in the ALCS?
Difficult.
Sorry, I just had to chime in before. Ooh, sorry, guys. What vibe? There was nothing to cheer about. The place was fucking dead. The loudest it was the first inning when you were there, and Cole struck out Tucker on that pitch that was called the ball, and then he struck him out on the slider. That was the loudest the stadium got. It was a joke. There was no vibe. We wanted to cheer. Vibe. What vibe? It was a vibe of what the fuck is happening again.
It was lousy. It's like we were there early for the game, for that last game, which people thought it was going to be rain out, but there was almost no fans. They came out late. Really weird, right? So wasn't like if it was a playoff game. It was sad.
Yeah, I mean, I went in game three and I felt the same way. I know you were there a little bit more, so I was curious what you thought. The game four, I think everyone was deflated because they were already down 3-0 and there was bad weather, but it wasn't a good feel. I mean, the best feeling, like Darren was kind of saying, was game one of the ALCS. When was the beginning, we were all hopeful. Like, that was a good day. We were charged up, but like, it was just overall for the Bronx in the playoffs and like all the years we didn't have a game there. Definitely wasn't great,
Mhm.
obviously. And the way they played against Houston was part of the reason, but I still would have hoped for better.
Something. What do you think about Robbie Thompson, ex-Yankee, five World Series rings as a coach? Now he's been doing a wonderful. He replaced Girardi in a wonderful way. Uh, it's almost turn around that team 180 degree um,
I agree with you 100%. I still can't believe that he took over mid-year. It looks like he's had this team for a couple of years. That's how good it's been for him.
mhm.
And I think he already got aboard of a 2-year deal, as he should. They're going to have the Phillies' future's looking a lot better than we thought it would when Girardi was fired, obviously. Even if they come up short here, like they don't have much to be upset about. They really maximized the talent they had, and they went further than a lot of people thought they would.
Yeah, you know what? And let's be straight, right? Sorry with this. The Phillies don't have anything to lose. They had where they are right now. No one thought that they were going to get here. Now let's not forget that they have one of the most expensive teams at MLB. They spend money.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. What's the question? What do you got? Someone wants to ask a question. Let's see if they ask it. But in the meantime, no, I agree. They haven't. It's not like they weren't hopeful for this with the money they spent. The thing is, Didi Gregorius is making 15 million. They asked him to go away, so not all that money is not even being actively used. Can I make a basketball YouTube channel too? I mean,
Yes,
sure,
you
you
can, baby.
could.
You
You
can
make
do
about
a
50
YouTube
million.
channel of anything that you want, even a horror YouTube channel. You can do it if you want.
You can literally do a YouTube channel about anything.
Why does it keep showing my fat mouth every time I turn it on?
I think it's just the way you have it set or something, and like the way it goes with all four of us, like it's making it weird. Like when you come in, I guess.
Sure, I tried to fix the lighting, so
Uh,
um,
but
yeah,
yeah,
you can do whatever you want. Never ask, just do. It's what I tell everyone.
yeah, YouTube channel you can literally do on anything. Doesn't even you
But
can
I'll
do
give you fair warning. Just post videos on my channel because it's a fucking pain in the ass, dude. It's not even
okay,
worth it.
okay, Raul, I got you. Raul has 5 to 10 minutes left with us,
Oh,
so we're gonna
how you
try to.
doing, Raul?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Um,
Thank you for the invitation.
I would no, oh, absolutely no problem. Thank you for joining us. Um,
Oh,
what do you
baseball?
think?
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Yeah, you can do a baseball YouTube channel. Anyone can do a baseball YouTube channel.
Do
This
Phillies take it to Game 7?
try to do something unique. Don't if you do some like there's so many channels out there that you don't want to copy someone. You want to do something. Those will be my 2 cents. And if you speak Spanish, but maybe you don't, but if you do, go to Baseball Ahora in YouTube and subscribe.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys are great. That was the difficult thing at first when I first started this. Julian's been with me since day one, actually. Is
Basically,
my
yeah.
Hey, how's my mic, guys? Is it popping tonight, or is it
Seems
good?
okay. Seems all right to me.
Perfect. Finally, maybe I won't blow this one out. When we first started, it was very difficult finding that unique thing that
Yeah,
Raul said. Finding your voice, making your videos different than everybody else, because at some point, no matter what you do, you're always going to make a video that somebody else has already made.
yeah, that's true.
The
Just
It's good that
Fine.
the John Boy comparison. I personally don't. When I first started this, I had no idea who he was. So, in my defense, and our videos, we had to make sure we distinguish ourselves completely from everybody else. So we're not doing breakdowns. We do our thing. You like us, you like us. You don't, you don't. You're gonna get your people are gonna like you. People are gonna hate you. Just do it. Sorry, I'm talking so fast, but
You have a new subscription, Raul.
Thank you,
hey,
Sandy.
Sandy.
Now, Sandy is the one that does the Spanish
Yeah,
translations.
she did. She helped me with the Tyrone Yuli interview. Yes.
So Sandy can actually speak Spanish.
Yeah.
So I can invite her to my channel.
Yep, definitely.
Because my channels are 100% in Spanish. So I will let Julian know.
Yep, that sounds like a good idea. I'll relay that information as well. So we'll build some here. That's fun stuff. And Raul,
I'm sorry.
you've been great for me too.
I
Go
want to
ahead.
say something before I leave.
Yeah, go ahead.
YouTube is so big. YouTube is so big that there's no competition in YouTube. You need to find, like, for whoever wants to open a channel or something, just find your niche, and then you have to work at it. You have to work it, right? One video a week, maybe a month. That's not. But then working hard, working smart, you'll be able to do it.
That's a good point. He's 100% correct. You got to be consistent no matter what. Even if you're not feeling it, you just got to keep pushing through it. It's the only way it's going to get done because there's a lot of people out there trying to do it.
And don't get discouraged. That was something that we still deal with. Like we'll post a video, and 2 hours later you look at it, and it's like, how does this video only have 100 views after 2 hours when the video I posted yesterday has 12,000 views after 2 hours?
It
Trust
fluctuates
me,
so much.
if you get caught up into that mess, your hair's going to turn gray faster than mine did. We're still trying. It's a learning process every day. There is never anything. You learn something new every day, basically doing it.
And the most important thing is that you have to do it for fun because you like it. Don't think about that you're going to be making money. Just do it because you love baseball, because you love horror, because you love basketball. Doesn't matter. Because whatever it needs, you're going to have a great time doing it. If you're going to have a great time doing it, go ahead and do it, and you'll be successful.
So yeah, that's perfect. I couldn't have said it better myself. Honestly, that's great advice, and we thank you for that too. What is that? A baseball card? Who's card? Okay, Raul, thank you so much. I want to do more off-season content for sure. We could definitely do some podcasts or videos or something. I'm always around, so thank you so much. And everyone check out Raul, Con Las Pasas Mañanas reporter, Baseball Aura. He's got my full endorsement along with our team.
So anyway, love you. See you soon, and
All right, let's do it, Raul. Thank you so much. All right. That was awesome. Great guest. Outstanding stuff for Raul there. One of my favorites in the game for sure. One of the better reporters around and always willing to help out. And he's helped me so much I can't even fully explain everything he's done for me on this channel because I don't have enough time. But in terms of the game, it's a good one. We got a pitcher's duel going early, 0-0 in the third. And Valdez is on Real Muto 2-2. And we also he got Real Muto. So Valdez is cooking again a little bit.
There we go again. Hello, fat mouth.
Yeah, I don't know why he's doing that. It is very
Oh
bizarre.
God, is it obnoxious? There we go, and there we go. Alrighty. And I will be in full time starting probably in the third or the fourth.
Well, we're in the third now. This is my favorite one still. I still like this one the best. Although
Oh,
you're
it's just because my camera's diagonal right now. Oh, get that. Here we go with the
about
porno spam bastards. I'll deal with them. I'll block
okay,
them. Get rid of them permanently.
I'll just do it like this for now.
Burn in
Okay,
hell.
I'm gonna text Frye because Frye wants to come on. Frye is also relatively hammered, so we're gonna have some entertaining content from him.
Oh God, that's probably some of the best content when Jeff is drunk. Sorry about the lighting. That's why I will be right back. I'm gonna make sure all of this shit is fixed because it's blinding me. Julian, I shall return.
Oh, I'm gonna text Jeff right now and be like, "Are you go for the top of the fourth?"
Yeah, tell him to come in with some boar stories.
Because it's
Oh, this fucking light. Sorry guys. I'll be back with the new
Jeff,
set. Oh,
Jeff asked me. He was like, "Is it okay if I'm drunk?" I'm like, "That's gonna make for some great content. It's fine with me." So I love to see that happen. But Frye's the man. Raul gave us a great 3 innings. Absolutely love it. Let's see what happens with this game now.
so just to give you a heads up, the problem I'm dealing with is since it was so much warmer today than normal, all of my equipment is literally overheating. And if I put the fan on it, well, it makes all that noise. So I'm trying to find a spot where my shit's cool and not going to overheat.
Yeah,
It's definitely a pain in the ass, but it's going to be even hotter tomorrow too.
yeah. I can't believe this weather. Like in November, crazy.
Whatever. Who cares? Honestly, I hate the winter. So
Now
hurry
Mancini's
up. Is it? I think it's on pause. Oh, these bastards! You cut off one head, 5 more return. Look at this shit. How do they keep getting in?
Oh no.
It's all good. So, all right, what do we got here?
0-0 in the third. Mancini's
Fuck,
hitting.
I'm sorry. Everything's overheating. Let me just get my other camera.
All right, I texted Frye too. We'll see. I'll get a Frye update as soon as I can. Yeah, these stupid spam. Get the hell out of our chat. You know what? Oh, I don't need the comments on here anymore because we can see them, and I don't want this stupid shit on here either. Okay, yeah, that's way better. Yeah, we don't need the comments when they're doing that bullshit, but I can still see them, and if anyone has questions, I'll answer them.
Now I'm in the dark. You could also put the volume on, remember?
Oh, I forgot. Well, I was going to do it when Raul was in here, but I guess now it makes more
Obviously,
sense.
now while we're setting up and waiting for people, we can put the volume on as I'm
All
cooling my equipment off in a dark room like a fucking cave troll.
right. You can go off the camera if you want. It's funny. All right, I'll put the ESPN radio on. God, that Minute Maid Park. I hate that place so much. I'm so sick of that stupid stadium. Such a death trap, that place. It's where the Yankees' dreams go to die. It's about as dark as Darren's room is where the Yankees play the Astros.
We know, and there's nothing we can do about it. They do it on every fucking live stream, on every channel. They will just spam, 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 spam. And YouTube does nothing to fix it.
Mancini got a hit off Wheeler. Another note. I think it's the first hit of the day for Houston too, if I'm not mistaken. So there's that, but yeah, the spam is so annoying. It's ridiculous.
It's a total different game.
There's some sound for everyone. How's that volume?
That's an opportunity that he finally gets by playing first tonight. Wheeler's had very good stuff in the early going tonight. The 2-2 pitch here. Walking right back over to the dugout. That's actually a good sign if you're a hitting coach. You want to see that sometimes. You want to come get them. You can trust your hands there. Now he knows that he can trust anything in. He'll still get one on. KT power away a lot during the postseason. Picked up the headline deal from the Orioles this season. Jeff back in. That's what they want. So it's out to the mound. Wheeler looking in. And again, the 2-2. The swing and a big hit in the right field. And there it is.
We got a Frye update.
That's what I'm talking about. Now he's able to allow the ball to get deep, see it well. It was a fastball coming in, had too much middle in. Allowed it to get deep with 2 strikes, going the other way. He raises those arms, and the entire bench of fans loving it. You know, he's one of the good guys in the game. I think people know he's overcome a lot. Cancer survivor. And boy, was he excited to be playing a 10-team team. And finally comes out of his first hit of the postseason.
So now it's McCormick again, the man of the hour with that catch.
McCormick making that spectacular catch of the 9th inning in Game 5. And then in the aftermath of the game, in one of the interviews he gave, says, I probably lost a few friends. We talked about it. He's a Pennsylvania kid, grew up a Phillies fan. All of his buddies are Phillies fans. He made the catch. But he lost somebody. Can't go home. They're set by Wheeler. And the 1-0. And the swing and a broken bat. Foul off into the netting right side. And now McCormick's got to go back and get a new bat.
I feel good about it now. It's like, all right, you break your bat, you get a hit.
Did you guys see the picture taken by a fan in seats right above where McCormick caught the ball looking down to the warning track? There it is on our monitor right now. I'm to show you right now. It fell so hard you can see his whole body, the outline of his whole body, the number on the back of his shirt.
They're talking about that play McCormick made. That kind of like, oh, now it's up in the newspaper. Someone's holding up in the newspaper too. So crazy because he's from Philly, and he ends up going. He grew up going to Philly games, and he ends up doing that in the World Series. What a play! That play is still ridiculous. CSI Citizens Bank Park. Jesus Christ, it's original.
Nobody out here in the bottom of the third. The number 9 hitter Martin Maldonado is on deck.
Wheeler gave up a hit.
All kinds of tension in the air here at Minute Maid Park in Game 6, where the Astros try to win the World Series in front of their hometown fans. Wheeler sets, and the 1-2 pitch is high, 2-2. McCormick will step out and tap each cleat twice with the bat. A little half practice swing. He's looking out at Wheeler, seeing that Wheeler's not yet back on the rubber. Now he is. And now McCormick steps back in. And now the 2-2. And that's a curveball down and away, full count.
Yeah, we can hide it, of course. It's just an annoying thing. And Jeff Frye is coming. We are going to get Frye in the 4th inning. I'm about to email him the link, and we're going to get this party started again.
sets. Runner not going, and the 3-2, a broken to that ground ball back to the mound. Wheeler to Segura for one, and on to first, not in time. Bang, bang at first base. Wow. But Zach Wheeler just made a remarkable play because that broken bat helicoptered right by him and wound up in shallow center field.
Whoa, I did not notice that. What a play by Wheeler.
Very good throw to second to at least get the lead runner. The focus of Wheeler, the focus of Segura at second as the ball bat also bypassed him. Able to make the play, the throw towards first base. Hats off to all the individuals there. That ball, wow. I mean, he's got like half a tree flying out to him. It goes right by him, over second base and into center field, and they almost turned it over. As it is, McCormick reaches on the field, strikes, and now here's Maldonado delivered a strike.
And you go to blink. I mean, that's the whole thing. The concentration.
Okay, the link has been sent to Jeff. The plan's in motion.
And you could see his first reaction because he jolted but did not.
That's
take his
crazy.
eyes off the ball or understanding where he needed to go.
Are you guys keeping count on the broken bats so far? 3 this inning.
Yo.
Last like 9 pitches. 1 for Mancini, 2 for McCormick.
Now it takes a cake, though.
The only way this is going to work is if I don't have my fucking camera on and I'm monitoring the goddamn spam, because it's actually at the point now where I really, we have 2,881 people blocked from spam.
That's so ridiculous. How is that even allowed? Like, how does so many people just do that shit?
We only have 16,000 subscribers. We have 2,800 people fucking blocked.
That's like 12% of our subscribers.
That's ludicrous. But this is just
Nice play by Bohm, and yeah, Malsey just can't move, so they were able to get him out still.
Is Jeff coming?
Yep, he is coming. We shall have him. Oh, why is that caption up? That is incorrect.
I don't know. I should
Fix that caption.
How do I put? How do I put a picture over my fucking cover since I have to monitor the chat without a camera on?
Well, you can monitor the chat without the camera on. You can still speak without it on too, I think.
Yeah, it's just more difficult to have the camera and then having to check the chat. This game's boring.
It'll get exciting soon. Give us some time. Sometimes it starts boring.
How about we do this?
Oh, we could do that too. When Jeff comes in, we might want to fix it.
Which screen do you guys like the best?
I like the one that shows the design because we have a cool design.
All right.
We can do this one. It doesn't really matter.
I like your design. You did a good job. So put that on. It was this one, right?
No, the one I like is coming. This one. The channel name is Grunt Baseball.
Here's the 2-0. You're looking to strike on the outside corner, 2-1.
No, I think he was saying, do we want to know what his channel name is going to be? And absolutely we do.
Oh, yes, sure. Sorry, I mistook that. I should have understood that because he asked for the channel before.
He certainly gave Buster and myself the impression that he is in a good place right now when he's in the batter's box. The 2-1. And he looks at another strike. 97, 2-2. Well, to answer the question that we wanted to know, is the velo sustainable after the first avoidance? And the answer clearly is yes.
Yeah, Wheeler looks good early. No issues so far.
So runner at second, 2 down. As Wheeler has battled back, 2-2 count. Checks the runner and deals. And 2 to get some
somebody getting killed in your house? What does that sound?
No.
No, the one-liners, slimy chameleon. Yeah, I know. Cashman.
Well, 0-0 after 3.
This,
It's going to be horror plays baseball. Okay. We'll take note of that. That means make sure everything's good with Jeff. No, thankfully, no one's getting killed at my house. We don't need the police showing up here in the middle of this broadcast. Although I bet our ratings will be really good. That might be the highest live yet. If we got the cops called to my house during a live show. No, I didn't. Should I have? I'm not even sure what that's about, really. I don't. Okay. No, no, I still have it. We can flash it as much as we want, but I still haven't seen the video. All right. 'Let's see what Harper's got. See what Bowser's can do with Harper. 1-2, he ain't biting. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, got some Harper fans standing up, waiting for Jeff to come in. Oh, Jeff's here. Hey, Jeff, how's it going?
Hey, what's up, man?
Just hanging in, watching the series, 0-0 in the fourth. How about you?
Just chilling, man. The email went to spam, so I had to go to spam and find it. But what's up, man? So what do y'all think of the game so far?
I think there's a lot of good pitching. There's been some jams that they've gone at on both ends. I know Valdez, Sosa almost hit a homer. Yordan was up against the wall, and then there's been some tight situations. But I think it's going to be another low-scoring game, I guess. Offenses have been quiet in the series, kind of a little sporadic on both ends.
Yeah, I mean, Valdez is tough, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I was sitting here watching this guy. He's like 97 with a hammer breaking ball, and just like seems like supremely confident, And he, I was surprised he got Schwarber 2-0 and threw him 3 fastballs, and he took all 3 and struck out.
Yeah, and the Phillies have a lot of good lefties too, so it's a tough matchup for him with Schwarber and Harper going against him. And then they sit down Scott, they put in Sosa again. So
Yeah,
we'll see what happens. I mean, I think the Phillies have to be pretty happy it's only 0-0 because Wheeler was a big question mark coming in, and he's looked good so far, and his velocity looks good. So I'm not sure if they'll get more than 6 out of him or how much they want to push him really, but Val says, I'll give you 6 or 7 like he does every time.
yeah, and I mean Wheeler looks good too. He looks pretty nasty. I mean, I know he's when he's healthy, he's one of the best pitchers. I know there's been some questions about his health after last game, but he looks pretty good to me.
Yeah, I hope he can maintain it because this is a really good matchup between both pitchers here. It's the Phillies have to scrap something here. I think they got to get on the board first. It could be a situation where whoever scores first might ride that wave and just win if the runs are tough to come by tonight. But you never know what can happen.
Yeah, yeah. So where's your partner at?
Darren's, he was just in here before. He'll be back soon. I think he's handling some behind the scenes stuff maybe, but having some comments in here, a lot of spam and whatnot. So he's trying to clean up a few things, but he'll be here.
Okay, so who all have you had on your show during the World Series? You guys been doing pretty good or what?
Yeah, we have a Spanish reporter named Rauli Ramos, who I'm friendly with. I'm calling Las Pasas Leanas. He was in here for 3 innings. And then we had a Twins reporter named Brandon Warney comp in the other night. So we're getting a few guests. And of course, there's you.
That's cool.
Yeah, so we're just doing our thing here, trying to see what we can do.
We
It's
need
fun.
one more game. We need one more game, right?
Yeah, let's hope.
Yeah,
Let's hope. Tomorrow, hopefully. If not, we're done until the off season, but a lot of off season work ahead.
who's schedule? Who are the scheduled starters for tomorrow if they have Game 7?
I think it's supposed to be Nola for Philly. I think they were saying, and then Suarez could come out of the bullpen on 3 days rest. And then I'm trying to think who else it would be. Actually, Suarez would have more than 3 days rest. I think he would have like 4 plus, but I think they would do Nola to start 7 for Houston. Maybe Javier on 3 days rest. I don't know if they announced it yet.
Okay.
Verlander's shot because he already pitched, and McCullers was terrible, so I don't know if they're going to want to go back to him.
Yeah.
So that might be an interesting decision.
So has anybody said anything about the pitch tipping stuff with McCullers?
We talked about it a little bit. Darren actually made a video on it. We have something on the channel on it. We haven't discussed it today, though, so definitely tell us how you feel about it. Do you think he definitely was? Do you think it's a big thing, small thing?
I don't know, man. But there was something there. Obviously, Bryce Harper called Bohm back to the dugout and told him something. So what he told him, who knows? I mean, that's the great thing about sports is that we don't always know what these guys see or what's happening. But he told him something. and we saw Ken Rosenthal ask him in the dugout, "What did Bryce Harper tell you?" It's like, well, am I going to tell you so the other team will know? So, but obviously Bryce Harper saw something his first at bat, and maybe it wasn't him tipping his pitches. Maybe it was like, hey, his flat ball's fast. I mean, his fastball's flat, his breaking ball's flat. Who knows? But that's part of baseball and part of all sports is being able to relay that information to your teammate.
Oh, they called that a fucking strike? That was low inside at his fucking ankle. Sorry. Oh, and Jeff, I made a video kind of controversial about that.
Mm-hmm.
What I saw from Lance McCullers, maybe I was just seeing ghosts, but when he was throwing his knuckle curve, his back leaned just a little bit, and I mean, it could have been me seeing things, but I went over a lot of his pictures from the Yankee game,
You like
and the
this
way
setup?
he was. I don't know. The video has mixed results. The more I watch it, the more I don't see what I originally saw. But yeah, you're right. Harper obviously saw something. And when Dusty Baker's saying, oh, well, we didn't see anything. Well, that doesn't mean they didn't, Dusty.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, come on now.
Right. What's this pitch right here? Let's see what happens here.
He got him out.
There's been, wow, another duel.
That wasn't a strike, but that was a strike when I played. Promise you.
Yeah, you know what's funny, Jeff? I'm probably one of the biggest babies when it comes to the strike zone now. When I watch games from when I was growing up and you were playing, the strike zone was, oh my God.
It wasn't even close to what it is now.
If they had this, like the K-Zone broadcast for every game back in like the late 90s, fans would have had heart attacks.
Yeah. And we as a league hit anywhere from 260 to 280 every year.
Yeah, batting average was up, strikeouts were down.
Incredibly huge strike zone. And now you see pitches on TV in this K zone that are missing like by a fraction of an inch. They're called balls. And as I'm like sitting here watching, it's like, that's a strike 95 times out of 100 when I played.
I think sometimes it's also just the consistency. Like you see balls that are called strikes, and I don't know. I guess it's just because of all the new technology. People are able to see exactly where these pitches are, which is why there's so much more controversy around the umpires' calls. But as I said, I don't want robot umpires. Like I always say the same thing. We don't need, after with all these changes, we don't need Wally behind the plate. We really don't.
No, I don't want it either. But I also realize that if we do come to that, we're going to get rid of the one knee trash catching because there would be no reason to steal strikes.
Yeah,
Gary Sanchez.
You can't steal a strike from the computer. So
that's a good point.
It's like,
That
what do
would
you
change
want?
a lot of stuff. A lot of the framing will be eliminated. That's definitely a good point.
Yeah, it's like, what do you want? Like, what's because I hate the one knee trash stuff.
I hate the one knee shit too.
They should just get rid of the K-Zone. Don't show the K-Zone.
That might make it better at this rate, but it's again, they're still missing, and the data still shows they're missing. You get rid of the K-Zone. But the thing is, like, they evaluate the umps, and I don't know what happens if they get the call wrong. I guess they don't call certain games, like the bigger games, maybe. Like, I don't know. It's been a mess.
Yeah, then they'll just sue for racism. Excuse me.
Yeah. What are the repercussions? Honestly,
No, which goes back to my example. Have them talk to the media at the end of the game. First off, it humanizes them. Second off, let them explain what they saw. And in between innings, let them go into the dugout, look at the film, and be like, oh, yeah, I missed that. So that way, when they go back out there, they can say, all right, this is where I missed it. So they know during the game. Why can't they get the same advantages that the players do? Why can't they go look at the film in between innings? I just don't get it.
Well, I mean, honestly,
in between innings is tough.
It's a difficult job. Okay, so you shouldn't have to be held to these expectations. So if a pitch is a half an inch off the plate at 100 miles an hour, and you called a ball and it actually touched the corner of the plate and was an actual strike, what does that mean? That means you fucked up. I mean, it's like
Paying and base it
human
again.
error. That's the beauty of being an umpire.
Jeremy Pena.
Or anything in baseball. It's like it's not an exact fucking science. So don't get upset that I might have blinked because a mosquito flew in my eye when this guy painted a 100-mile-an-hour fastball 1 inch off the plate and it didn't cross the box, and I called it a ball, and actually it was a strike. You know what I mean? That's like, it's not fair. It's not fair to the umpires.
Yeah.
It's in my opinion, it's
Wow.
bullshit because
Which leads me back to, like, have them. What really pisses me off as a fan is when the call is blatantly wrong, and at no point after the game do they come out and say, I did miss that call. Like, just let them talk to the media, humanize them.
right.
Let people see that they are humans. And I think if an umpire comes out and goes, like, with what's his face, with the perfect game,
Oh yeah.
that umpire was what was his name?
Ah man, I did.
Jim
the big-
Joyce.
Joyce. He had the mustache, exactly. The fans, they hated him, but as soon as he came out and gave that heartfelt interview, I love the guy.
Yeah.
It
They're
humanizes
people. You know,
Exactly.
they're just doing their job, but it's not an easy job. But I think the point of the whole thing is the strike zone is so much different today than it was 15, 20 years ago. And it's because back in those days, the umpires weren't graded like they are today.
Right.
They're graded today on number of pitches in the strike zone that you call strikes, number of pitches out of the strike zone that you call strikes, and that's how they're graded. And it's like pitches that were 2, 3, 4 inches off the plate by a veteran pitcher like a Greg Maddux or a Tom Glavine or John Smoltz or a Pedro, that, in my opinion, those guys earned their stripes and earned a bigger strike zone. As a hitter, I didn't really think it was fair, but I understood that these guys have a bigger strike zone because they put the work in. But that's not now. It doesn't matter. You could be a first-year player, your first start in the big leagues, and you have the same strike zone as Justin Verlander.
Yeah, to me, it's like if you miss by a little bit, I'm not gonna be upset about those. When you see balls in the other batter's box, those are the ones that upset me. Like when you see them miss like a foot outside, still called a strike somehow. Like, I don't know. I guess like sometimes they don't see it right, or like they just have a wider strike zone. But I know it's not a easy job, obviously. And think about how fast and how different all these pitch mixes are, and then you got to adjust to, like the size of different hitters sometimes. Although the thing that irks everyone the most is still the low strike calls on Aaron Judge.
Yeah, but okay, so I agree somewhat what you said, but I have a question for you. Is there one strike zone? You think there's one strike zone for every hitter?
No, there's different zones for each hitter. I mean, that's fair.
So when we see the K-Zone on TV, is that K-Zone different for Aaron Judge and Jose Altuve?
I don't. It should be, but I don't know how much they adjusted. I guess that's a good point.
I don't think it is. One guy's 6'8" and one guy's 5'5".
That's an excellent question. And now I'm intrigued.
Question.
And so
now I'm watching it closely.
Yeah.
Do they move? Does that box
low
move?
pitches on Aaron Judge, are those really low? Or are those like belt high fastballs to Jose Altuve?
No, because when you see the side angle, you see that they're low. But now you have me really thinking: does that box adjust to the batter?
That's why I'm here, man.
That's a great question.
That is a good question. That definitely makes me think too. I got to give you props.
That gives me a video idea, which I get to say Jeff Frye's idea.
So, I mean, me being a 5'9", 160-pound guy when I played, and Frank Thomas being 6'6", 250-pound guy, do we have the same strike zone? We shouldn't.
No.
It's supposed to be shoulders, armpits to the knees, right? Wasn't that always the strike zone?
The way I always thought it was just at the middle, like just below the letters to the knees. Which is armpits to knees.
Yeah. So I mean, the bigger guys
Armpits.
who should have a bigger strike zone than the little guys, right? I mean, you guys remember Eddie Goodell, right?
Yeah.
Eddie Goodell.
Eddie Goodell is like the midget they sent up in the World Series back before we had color TV, and he was up there crouching down. He went up late just to walk.
Yeah, I do. I don't remember it personally. I wasn't alive yet, but I know of it.
You've got to find him, man. It's a pretty cool story.
I saw that video, by the way, Jeff. The double shot on the board.
On the what?
The double shot on those boards. That was money.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Oh man, I really hope Philly takes it to a Game 7, because if they do, my prediction of Game 7 anybody series will actually come true.
Yeah, I thought that I did say if Philly wins, it would be 6 or 7, so I guess I'll take that. I thought if Houston won, it would have been like 5, though, so Philly's lasted longer than I thought, in a sense, too. But now it's 0-0 after 4, so this pitcher's duel continues. Let's see who's going to take it.
These are the kind of games that the Astros just always win.
Yeah, I know. This is an Astros-type game, unfortunately.
Yeah, and
their bullpen, though, I mean, they just keep running out dudes throwing like 100. Every time I look up, it's like, oh, we got Barris, we got this guy Abreu, we got this other guy. Oh, here's another dude. Yeah, he's only 96 to 99. Oh, here's another dude. It's like, where do they get these guys?
Now, here's another kind of
it's absolutely
question that kind of goes along with the strike zone change back in your day because of the K-Zone now.
Yeah.
Do you think the radar guns are more like when I think about it, like everybody throws 98, 99 now.
Yeah.
Do you think that if you were to go up now against these pitchers, would they have been like a left-handed pitcher like Graham Lloyd, for example, a Graham Lloyd fastball? What velocity was that?
Probably 93.
But was it 93 or was it 97? But the radar gun or 96 and the radar gun picked up 93? Because the velocity increase is insane.
Well, it was 93 according to the radar gun at that time, but it also was hard sinking 93. It was almost like a bowling ball, which was, and I'm a huge believer that the radar readings have changed. So now, what I've heard is that when I played, that the radar gun readings were taken.
Hey, William, how about you
right
go
in front
fuck
of
yourself?
home plate? Right in front of home plate. Okay. Now they're taken out of the hand, which obviously, if you're going to throw a baseball from even if you have a long stride, 55, 56 feet to home plate, it's going to lose velocity because of gravity. And so these guys are getting these readings 100 miles an hour out of their hand. And by the time it gets to home plate, it's probably 95, 94, 93, whatever. There's no way all these guys are throwing 100 because I've seen 100. And you can't hit 100 miles an hour that easily. The way I see these guys hitting the balls, it's not 100 miles an hour.
At least not all of them.
Not many of them.
Some of the movement is crazy. Speaking of movement,
there's no more movement now than there was. You just see it now because the cameras are better.
That's true. That's also something that doesn't get taken into consideration is the quality of the camera picking up everything better. That's such a good point, actually.
Kevin
I
Brown,
think
bro, mid 90s, so 95. Okay,
Kevin Brown was
think
filthy.
about it. So Kevin Brown was pitching when I came out to the big leagues in 92. So from 90 to the early 2000s, Kevin Brown was throwing anywhere from 94 to 100 miles an hour, two-seamer that would move about 6 to 12 inches to the right
Yeah, he was dirty. He was one.
every time. And
Oh,
his
he was
slider
so-
would go about 8 inches to the left. So you're up there facing him, and
He was so good. Oh my God.
you have no idea what it was like facing this guy. Okay, you almost didn't even want to bat, and as a hitter, you always want to hit. You're like, oh, I can't wait to get up. But when you're facing someone like this, you don't even want to go up there because you're like, I have almost no chance to hit this person. That's how good he was, and he gets zero credit for being as good as he was. And so many of those guys back when I played were that type of pitcher. But now we're supposed to believe that all these guys we see on TV are so much better than all those guys 10 years later because you see the spin. Come on.
Yeah. Another pitcher that comes to mind with insane movement was that Jeff Nelson slider.
Yes.
That frisbee slider that he threw, and he dropped down to like 3/4 for it.
Yeah.
And another conversation that I brought up the other day. Imagine if a R.A. Dickey knuckleballer came into the league next year. These hitters would have no shot. They
No.
never face one. Everyone throws 100. A solid knuckleball pitcher right now might be the thing that turns something around for a team. I
Yeah.
know that sounds crazy, but why not?
And I'm buddies with Nelly. Nelly. The thing about Nelly was, and I actually did pretty good against Nelly. I think I was like 4 for 12 against Nelly. When I was playing when I was with the Red Sox, I faced him a lot. But the thing about Nelly that made him tough was he was so tall, and he had that sweeping breaking ball. But his fastball was 93 to 95, and it ran in. So it wasn't like it was straight. So you had to honor his fastball, and then you'd be looking for his fastball, and he threw that sweeping breaking ball. And it was just so difficult to hit off him because you just didn't know what he's going to throw.
Nelly was so good. He's definitely a big part of why the Yankees won those ships for sure.
Yeah, him, Stanton, Graham Lloyd. We had Wetland before Mariano. We had Ramiro Mendoza. I mean, some of the toughest for the starters for the Yankees. I hated facing the El Duque. El Duque was like, you didn't know what you're going to get. He threw 90 mile an hour from his hip, and it would like rise up, and then he'd throw that curveball at your shoulder. He was one of the toughest guys I ever had to face. And then Andy Pettit, and we got David Cohn, Roger Clemens. I mean, man, I faced so many great starting pitchers for the Yankees.
Hey Jeff, I got your stats here. I'm gonna try to get them up on the screen, but 290 career batting average. I did not realize that.
That's luck, man. All luck.
No.
No, that's skill.
It's called shortening your stroke on 2 strikes and putting the ball in play. That's what it's called.
It's called the more I practice, the luckier I got.
If you guys haven't checked out some of Jeff's videos, you can follow him at Jeff Frye on Twitter. Some of the wackiest but most engaging hitting drills you might see.
I was trying to put his YouTube channel in here too. Could you get his YouTube channel in the description? I was trying to put it in before, like I put him in our description.
Jeff has a YouTube channel. Look how much I know.
Yeah, Jeff has a YouTube channel.
I can't get many people to buy into the YouTube thing, and I know that's a
Oh,
big deal.
dear God! Don't, word of advice: just don't. Don't. It'll kill you.
I'm trying to
It'll
hype
kill
Jeff
you.
up.
It'll kill you slowly, and I regret doing it every day. I regret that I went down this route every day. No, I'm just fucking with you. I'm kidding, but I want to get your stats on the screen here, but I'm having trouble.
Send it to me and I'll do it.
All right, I'm better when I'm actually not on camera because I can actually monitor and control everything else. Toodles. Oh, and Jeff, I'm gonna find your ugliest strikeout and post that too.
Damn. No love here. But so you mentioned some good pitchers. I meant it's probably tough for you to say, but maybe I'll give you a top three. Who's the toughest three pitchers you face?
I'm sending it to you now on Telegram, Julian.
Okay, I'll put it in there.
Well, like, who did I not want to face?
Yeah, or just who gave you a tough at bat, I guess. Like, you just stepped in, you're like, damn, I gotta go against this guy.
I mean, there's quite a few guys that I looked like out in the bullpen, mostly relievers, where I was like, damn, look who's up. But actually, I did okay against those guys. And there's other guys I didn't really mind facing that I really didn't do well against. And the one guy I think, the worst against was Mike Messina. And I was like,
Interesting.
when I saw the numbers, I was like, damn, I'm like 1 for 25 against Messina. I'm like, how's that happen? And I was like, he's a, hard throwing righty, four-seamer, breaking ball. I usually hit those guys pretty good. And for whatever reason, man, I just could not hit that guy. But some of the guys I really did. I really hated facing Scott Erickson because he threw like mid-90s like sinker. He broke so many of my bats. Another guy you may not remember was the name is Hippolito Pichardo. I think he's from the Dominican Republic. He's a relief pitcher for the Royals. When I saw him in the bullpen, I was like, oh, man, I want to face this dude. I know he's going to, like, break my thumb. But for me, as a right-handed hitter, I didn't like the guys who threw hard sinkers or hard fastballs inside.
Yeah, that's I actually really liked Mike Messina growing up, so it's definitely cool to hear you mention him. He was one of my favorite pitchers, so I really enjoyed watching him pitch. I thought he was very good, obviously, and made the Hall of Fame. But yeah, I guess like sometimes it's tough to tell. Sometimes you think it's going to be easier and it's actually harder, and it's vice versa.
Yeah, you just don't know. I mean, there's guys that I have no idea why, but I did really well against some of the best pitchers I faced. Randy Johnson, Roger Clemens, Mariano Rivera, Greg Maddux. I don't know why I did well against those guys, and then I didn't do well against guys that you don't know. Sam Militello, some of these other guys. I'm sure you never heard of Sam Militello. He struck me out 3 times my first 3 ABs, and in my 4th AB, I grounded out the second, and I was like thankful. But why would I do terrible against Sam Militello and really well against Roger Clemens? I have no idea.
I will be honest, you're 100% right. I've never heard of that guy before. And we have a fun question for you. Who's your favorite baseball player?
Today?
I guess, or you could do today, all time, whatever you want.
All time, Jack Clark, and today, Kyle Schwarber.
Oh, okay. I do see you post a lot of Schwarber content, so now I understand why.
Yep. I like him. I like his. It just seems like he's a great team player and good attitude, and seems like he'd be a great teammate.
That's I'll definitely take note of that. I don't think I heard of the older player you mentioned. Who was the older guy you mentioned?
Jack Clark.
Jack Clark. Okay, that's what I thought. Oh, he played on the he played in the Giants, Cardinals. Oh, he was a Yankee too. Wow, he was on a lot of different teams.
He's a pretty good player. I grew up in the Bay Area and in California, and he was came up with the Giants and was like a big slugger back in those days. So they called him Jack the Ripper. Lush.
Thank you. Boy, I was trying to hold that one in, but I couldn't. Yeah, it's 340 homers, 267 average. He got a few All Star appearances with the Giants. It's like two, and then two with other teams like Cardinals. So that's cool. He's a Giants Wall of Fame, so definitely a pretty good player. But that was just before my time. That's why I didn't know.
Nah, no worries, no worries.
But I like learning about the new players and stuff. Actually, when you started playing, I was just getting into baseball basically. So I did see like the tail end of your career basically.
Yeah, that's cool.
So how did you end up playing all these different positions? Did you take pride in your defense, like being able to play all over the diamond and stuff? Like what goes? Like I'm always curious how people do that.
I mean, I grew up as a shortstop, and then played shortstop in high school, a little bit in college, and then basically because I didn't have a great arm, I was moved to second base out of necessity. And when I got into pro ball, I was only a second baseman, and I got to the major leagues, and we had some injuries, and the manager, Jimmy Williams and Kevin Kennedy, needed somebody to play the outfield, and they asked me if I could play the outfield, and I said, well, obviously I can play the outfield. I can play second base in the major leagues with this little tiny glove. How can I not play the outfield? With a glove twice the size, and if I don't catch the ball, I'll just throw it in and hit the cutoff man. So that's really how I ended up playing all these different positions. They're like, hey, can you play here? I was like, yeah, I think so. Put me over there. We'll find out. It was really bad. Honest to God, I swear that's not like I was like played all these positions in the minor leagues and they knew that. It was just like, we need somebody to play left field in Fenway. Can you do it? I'm like, you damn right I can. Put me out
Yeah,
there.
whatever you got to do to get in there, right?
Yeah, and I could do it. No, I mean, come on, I'm an athlete. I can play second base and turn double plays in the major leagues, in less than 4 seconds on the ground ball to short with a 230-pound runner trying to take my knees out, but I can't catch a fly ball in left field.
That's
Like,
a good point.
pretty sure I could do that.
That's a good way to look at it. I think it kind of reminds me of Oswaldo Cabrera, who played the outfield for the first time for the Yankees this year and did a pretty good job. He never really played the outfield in the minors, but they needed him to go out there, and he went out and did pretty well. And now he could basically play everywhere but center and catcher, and obviously pitcher. But that's really cool how it works like that. That's a unique story for sure.
Yeah, why can't I mean if you can play left field in the major leagues, you can't play center,
Yeah, I guess he could do center in theory. They just want to put him there right now.
right? It's like I think it's like people like, oh, well, you play center field, you got to be the Aaron Judge. Come on, Aaron Judge is a great player. Aaron Judge is not Mike Cameron in center field or Devon White or a lot of the great center fielders. Aaron Judge is playing center field because the dudes on the corner can't play center field.
That's true. No, yeah, he did okay out there. It's not his best position, obviously. Man, this is really some pitchers duel. Still 0-0. Looks like after 5 now.
No doubt. No doubt. I gotta take a break. How do I take a break off here?
I could actually do it for you. You press that button and you're done. So we'll see if Jeff returns. Hopefully he does. Like he said, breaks. So I'm assuming he may or may not be back. But great stuff from Jeff. That was awesome. Absolutely love it. He's amazing. And he gave us some cool perspective of some guys he faced. His toughest pitcher was Mike Messina. His favorite current player is Kyle Schwarber. These are all some good little tidbits. He talks about playing utility and what goes into in different positions, and it really struck me. He was like, he made it seem so easy. I was like, I shouldn't even ask that. I was like, wow, like yeah, it really isn't that hard, I guess. But playing in the majors is obviously really hard. But I guess if you can play the infield in theory, you're athletic enough to play the outfield too. It's just about reading the balls and everything. I know that's crazy. We're just talking with someone casually that went against Roger Clemens and Randy Johnson, like two of the best pitchers to ever throw a baseball, like in the history of the world, of the planet, however you want to call it. And you said he did well against them too. That's even crazier. I think he went against Mariano too, and like a lot of that Yankees bullpen, he was talking about like Nelson, Lloyd, Mendoza, and Stanton. Not Giancarlo, obviously. Well, he used to be named Mike Stanton too back in the day. But yeah, because that's the era he was playing in. He had a lot. He probably faced Pedro too. I would bet. Gotta ask him that when he comes back. But yeah, that's pretty crazy stuff. Just having a casual conversation with him. Gotta love it. Absolutely love that. Yeah, that really struck me too. Yeah, he did do Mariano. Yep, he definitely did. I think it's because the way his approach was, he was a contact hitter, so he probably was just looking to make contact off them, opposed to most guys trying to crush the ball. And it looks like he's going to return. Let's see. All right, I think we're back.
What's up?
Hey, Jeff.
What's up, man?
We're just talking about. We were just going through the pitchers you faced and how we were fascinated against some of the tough guys you went against, and how we thought it was interesting how you hit well against the harder pitchers.
Yeah, well, it was. If you think about it, the toughest, for the most part, were the guys who threw really hard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I could hit a fastball, and so these guys, Roger Clemens, Randy Johnson, Mariano Rivera, some of the hardest throwers back in those days, they were going to come after a little guy like me because they don't think that I'm going to do damage to them. I'm not going to hit a homer. I might hit a double.
Speaking of a homer, your boy just hit one. I think Kyle Schwarber just left the building.
Uh-oh.
Let's see it.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. That's what they're saying. That's what it says on the screen. I haven't seen it on my TV yet. I might have to speed myself up.
Am I on delay or what? Anyway, but so
It's
those guys would come after me. They would attack me with a fastball, and that was like what that fed right into my strength, which was hitting a fastball, because I wasn't trying to hit home runs. I was just trying to hit hard base hits. And so that's why I did well against those guys. Oh, he did. How am I behind?
Yeah, me too. I think the thing was ahead of the TV. Sometimes the tracker's ahead.
Holy
I think
God.
I was rewound too much too, but I'm about to finally see it. I'm excited to see it. I've been anticipating it for like a minute now.
No way. So I'm on exact time right now on my TV.
Yep. Wow. Yeah, that was a nice shot. It's 1-0.
Oh, I love Schwarber.
Phillies getting hype. That's so funny how your favorite player just went yard.
So let me tell you a funny story about Schwarber. So look at this swing.
Let's do it.
Is this the HLP? Richie, Little Richie's going to say that he hits just like Aaron Judge and Bryce Harper. That's how everybody hits. So you guys know who Little Richie is, right?
I don't think so, actually.
You don't?
Should I? Probably right.
Teacher Man? You know who Teacher Man is?
T-shirt man.
Oh my God! Please Google Teacher Man, and then when you're done, I'll explain.
Okay, let's check. T-shirt man. Okay, let's check this.
Teacher Man.
Okay, let's check this out. Teacher Man is a memoir. It's a book.
No, Teacher Man. Teacher Man is a guy named Richard Schenk, Richard, who has been working with Aaron Judge since 2017, and it's like my biggest adversary on social media
Okay.
because he teaches this high level pattern swing that he claims that everybody in Major League, all the great players in Major League Baseball use this swing.
Yeah, I'm still trying to dig it up here.
That's okay. So a good buddy of mine coached for the Nationals 2 years ago, and he told me, he said, "Hey man, you want to send me some T-shirts? A bunch of the guys love your stuff." So I sent him like 4 T-shirts, 4 hats, 4 whatever, bunch of Shigon stuff, and he gave one to the GM and a couple other coaches, and he was walking around the clubhouse with it, and he walked by Schwarber, and he goes, "Hey, where'd you get that?" He goes, "What?" He goes, "That Shigon." He goes, my buddy goes, "Oh, that's my buddy." He goes, "You know him?" He's like, "Yeah, we were teammates. He let me live in his house." He goes, "Oh, I love that guy."
So Schwarber likes the Shigon stuff too. I guess that part of the reason why you like him. I guess.
Yeah, I love the way. I mean, that was cool to hear him say that, but I also just like him. And so when I did a showdown with Teacher Man 2 years ago in Chicago, John Malley, who was the hitting coach for the Angels, said that Schwarber, who he was a coach of before, said, "Hey, I want to come over there to the hitting clinic," and he said, "No, I don't want you to come. I don't want you to get in the middle of this." But that's part of the reason. But I just like the guys, the way he's just seems like such a team player. And when the last year he was with the Red Sox, he made like a horrible error at first base, and they like booed him, and he made a great play and like tipped his hat to the crowd, and I can relate to that kind of thing.
Yeah, he's definitely been through the high pressure situations for sure with the Cubs too. So that's his third career World Series home run. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So he definitely knows how to show up in the big moments for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, is it Richard? Oh, I found it finally. It took me 10 years, but Richard Sheenack, like you said, only took me 10 years, but I did find
Yeah,
it.
yeah, you got to find out about this guy. This is the guy I battle with on social media.
Okay, I'm gonna try to let's take this up. Let's see. I gotta
Yeah,
find
he
Bryce
calls me
Harper
he,
foul. Oh, he just missed it.
he calls me Judy.
Because of Punch and Judy hitter, I'm guessing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's pretty. Yeah, I can see a difference in philosophy there for sure. Just a slight difference.
Just slight.
And Valdez gets Harper to get out of the sixth. He's getting all hype, but he only gave up a run. He's pissed. He's shaking his head.
Yeah, he's tough, man.
Schwarber hit that 107, 395 feet.
My man. Well, I'm gonna go, man.
Jeff, thank you so much. This is really fun. I appreciate you popping in.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll touch base the off season. You guys let me know what you guys are doing.
all right, sounds good, Jeff. And maybe we'll see if we can force the game 7. Schwarber's helping the cause.
All right, man. Go Phillies.
Yep, let's get it. So,
All right,
thanks,
buddy. Well, I
Jeff.
appreciate it, and you have a good night.
You too. Thanks for coming on. It's
Okay.
always a blast.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me.
Of course, anytime. So, everyone, check out Jeff's stuff. Check out that She Gone on Twitter. He's battling hitting coaches and everything. He's making fun videos. He's hunting. He's doing a bunch of different things. Although it's always great to chop it up with Jeff. Gave us some great stories and insight as well. Current and on past things. I like comparing these different eras of baseball. It's always fun. Yeah, Sansi, great job. Richard Sheenack, 100%. So Schwarber, that's Schwarber's third career World Series home run. Now we're getting into some trouble, of course. He got Altuve. sorry. I don't want my computer to shut off. What a moment for Schwarber. And Pena gets another hit. You can't be serious with this dude. Yup, Pena. First and third, one out. Wheeler gets pulled. Break time for me now. Let's see, Alvarez. This Alvarado versus Alvarez. We got a 1-2 count, 2-1 count. This is a trouble spot for the Phillies right here. The Astros, you know how they get those crooked numbers? I'm gonna set up my stream for my basement streams. Yeah, let us know. Let's see what it looks like. I think we subs on all our channels too. If not, I'll make sure we do. But I know I do with my Out in the Fields, another channel I have. It's an extension of this one now. Let's see. Alvarez is in the 2-1. He's got the. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. He did it. Oh, he did it. That's a bomb. No. Alvarez just destroyed it. Oh boy. We are screwed. Good night, Philly. Hallelujah. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was a mood shot. That was ridiculous. Okay, I gotta pause this and like hear that crowd as much as I hate to do it. Holy shit. I don't know actually. I guess it's in I don't know. DM maybe. Oh boy. That was unreal.
Here, at bare minimum, you've got to keep the game tied. Obviously, the best case scenario is you go back in the inning up 1-0. On a 2-1, Alvarez hits a high drive center field. Veerling's back. This game is turned upside down.
That's ridiculous. I hate these fucks. Oh shit, I left the mic on. Fuck. Shit. Yeah, Houston Phillies. Follow my Twitter if you want. Or follow our Twitter. And send us a DM maybe. Oh. Craziness, insanity. Sandy, I don't think that ball landed yet. We might find that ball tomorrow somewhere. That was, I didn't have the sounds on, but I knew it the way his hands went up and the way the crowd reacted. I was like, fuck. I was like, you got it. Astros 3-1 after Alvarez bomb. That was his first home run. That's 42 at bat. How many pitches was Wheeler at when they took him out? 93. That's a tough decision. I mean, yeah, I mean, in hindsight, it's tough. I mean, it's going to get second guessed a lot, obviously. Yeah, Jesus, what a bomb was right, Sandy. I still don't think that thing has landed yet. Let me put the score back in here. This sucks. it was only 70 pitches. I saw something wrong.
Sorry about that, guys. Been kind of quiet. Holy shit, did Yordan just destroy that baseball? Sorry that my camera is not working. We had some issues with the heat, but good God, Yordan, holy shit. Excuse my French, but wow.
Yeah, I
That
didn't
stadium just
realize.
erupted. It erupted. That
Yeah,
stadium literally went, as they said, upside down. I have not heard a stadium that loud through a broadcast in years.
that's a while. I mean, Philly has some good moments too, but that one takes the cake so far. I mean, Houston's been like a little quiet before that, but damn, that shit went off. And that was an absolute bizom. I mean, that was all the way up top. I mean, Yordan's
Guys,
going nuts, and I couldn't even hear the sound because I'm doing this obviously, and now I could put the ESPN radio back on too.
did
I
you
just
hear? All right, first
I
off,
played it back. I had to mute it to play because I need to hear how crazy the stadium went.
I got to ask, is my mic popping?
It seems okay to me. Let me check the DM. Horror plays DM just to show the setup for his
How do you guys want this set up? Because we keep fiddling with it to get a better one. I don't like this one. I like this one. So what I was saying was, not to take a Schwarber's ball off the bat sounded like an explosion. Jordan's ball off the bat sounded like a nuclear. God bless you. The Astros, I hated them, and I might have hated them more than anybody. But guess what? The team just wins. They win. They win. They win. People can hate them all they want. That team just finds ways to win. There's no words anymore to describe the way this team plays in the big moment, the way they pitch, the way they get. I mean, Schwarber just gave the Phillies the lead. The momentum was with the Phillies. It took under 10 seconds for the Astros to say, yeah, you know what? Fuck this. Our turn. Boom.
This is what Houston does. We've seen it done to the Yankees before too. Like we've lived this before. So Philly, we know what's up right now. Good luck. It
He
doesn't get
hit
much
that
better,
ball
probably.
over the green in center field. I know it's 409 to dead center. I don't know how far that ball went, but if this was the old Yankee Stadium, get the fuck out of here, spam. Julian, we are now at 2,000. This will be 2,883 blocked YouTube people with spam. I hate this. Where was I? My train of thought.
I'm saying how the Astros always do this, like it's not new.
I do want to know about Valdez though with that thing in game 2. With the thing on his hand, I don't know. The team it's incredible. I hate them so much that I actually have started to like them. Thank you, Horror Plays.
I followed you back on it. We have a few accounts.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, that ball's still flying.
Yeah, it hasn't landed yet.
Nope. All right, so gonna up 4-1. Vasquez just singled it on a sharp line drive. The Houston Astros, ladies and gentlemen, are doing it again. They are doing it again. Take a miracle, Sandy. The Phillies just had the momentum for a split second, and the Astros just put up 4 runs like that.
Yeah.
Christian Vasquez can't hit for shit, but he seems to get big hits when he needs them.
Against us too, and with the Boston,
yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about. He also hit the walk-off home run.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the thing is that Houston's bullpen is so good. Like I can't see the Phillies scoring 3 runs off it. Even if they take Valdez out right now, it doesn't matter if they keep him in or take him out. Either way, they're screwed.
Oh boy. All right. Not what I was expecting. Game's not over. Game's not over. But
I know this is what happens, but
I can say the game's not over, but I think the
the
game's over.
game's not over, but it's basically over.
It's basically over, yeah. I think right there with Vasquez picking up that hit, that just
Well, I'll tell you what, Philly needs to tack on the run. They need to get a not tack on. I said it the wrong way. Philly needs to get a run or two back next inning somehow. They have to get at least one on the board next inning to show.
Can I ask a question? Who started? Can you make this? I hate this. We're gonna make this bigger. Did they pull Wheeler with who was on base? How many people were on base?
70 pitches they pulled him.
Yeah, I know. Was it first and second, or did he allow only one run?
It was first and third. Jeremy Pena just got in the hit.
So first and third, one out.
There was one dead at the time he got pulled. Yep.
And they pulled him out of the game the way he's been pitching.
Yep.
The fuck are you doing, Rob Thompson? Why? Because you want to bring in the lefty to face Alvarez? How many times has that worked?
Yeah,
Zach Wheeler was dealing.
Lefties don't neutralize Alvarez.
Nobody neutralizes Alvarez, but you know what? Wheeler was pitching so well. Oh, no, he has first and third. So who would you rather have out there when your season is on the line? A fucking reliever who can't find the plate 50% of the time, or your starter who's been rolling through the game and has hit a speed bump? It takes a pop-up or a strikeout, and next thing you know, they're out of the inning. Let's pull him and bring somebody else in. It's the fucking merry-go-round. Let's put the pitcher in till we find the one that fails. God damn it, fucking Rob Thompson. What are you doing? You're booning it right now.
The only thing I'll say is that he probably should have at least given them one or two more guys, but you have to think Wheeler was pitching.
So walk him. Leave him in the game. Walk Alvarez. Like, what do you do? Like, it's such a the way they use their bullpen makes no sense.
You could have walked Alvarez too, and then I think it would have been Bregman up, but it would have been better than result. So
Wheeler was doing fine. First and third, one out with the 1-0 lead is not a cry for help from the bullpen. It's okay, all it takes is a strikeout and we can get out of this inning with nothing. But no, let's bring in the lefty right now. Let's bring in Alvarado, who has shown that he is either 100% on or 100% off. It's mind-boggling. It's mind-bogglingly stupid, and it's disgusting, and I cannot stand the way that's a new term. He just boomed it.
But once I would say that once he was behind 2-1, we knew he was fucked. It was like when Chapman was behind 2-1 on Altuve.
So why not walk him at that point? Why? I'll tell you why. Because he was like, oh, we brought the lefty in to get the lefty out. Now we can't just walk him. It's stupid managing. It's stupid baseball. Zach Wheeler has thrown 71 pitches. So what? There's first and third. You have the lead. It takes one out. Wheeler was dealing. Stupid baseball. And that one right there is 100% on the manager. Sorry. As good as Thompson has been, he just fucked him as hard as he could right now. Am I crazy in the chat? Let me know. Did Rob Thompson just completely boom that moment? Was there any reason to pull Wheeler out? Or in that case, just why pitch to Alvarez in the first place? Let me know. I'm curious to know if I'm the only one that's losing my shit right now.
We do have Scramber Valdez is pulled, so now it's going to be the Astro bullpen to take him home.
It's hard for me to stay calm right now because of how dumb that was. The more that I think about it.
The only thing I'll say is I'm going to put some context to this, and maybe it'll make you feel better, but it might not. But I will attempt to put out this fire. So
let's hear. I'm listening.
The only thing I could say is that Wheeler had a dead arm, and they probably didn't want to push him too much because they were nervous that he wouldn't be able to go far enough because they gave
He
him
ended
extra
the
rest
inning.
and all
He
that.
struck out Chas McCormick on a 98-mile-per-hour sizzler up in the zone to end the fifth. His
Yeah,
arm was not dead. So
that's all.
whatever bullshit they're fucking spewing over there in Phillies, his arm was not dead.
His velocity was down in game 2, and he got it back for this game. I'll say that
Let's
much.
pitch.
But I wouldn't have pulled him right there either. I definitely wouldn't have taken him out right there.
And for all people, I mean, Alvarado, as I said, he's on or off. There is no up. Well, there's a fly ball and then a strikeout. No, it's either going to be a boom, boom, boom or a KK. Oh, like, whoa. I caught myself before the last one. Didn't even realize what I was saying. That's how angry I am.
Oh yeah.
But anyways,
you don't want to go there.
does anybody else think Rob Thompson just overmanaged that entire inning?
It's unfortunate what took place, and that might end up costing them their season.
Let's be frank. It cost them their season.
That most likely cost them their season. Sad, sad, sad.
Also, at the same time, we can hate on the Phillies the way they managed that inning, but the Phillies bats have just disappeared. They stopped
That's what
hitting.
I'm saying, bro. Like, they weren't going to win the game 1-0, so let's put some perspective into this. Like, they were going to need to score more in the run.
No, but they also wouldn't be down. I don't want to say they wouldn't have been, but the Phillies, how many hits do they have in game 5 or runs?
Like, I don't. In game 5, the Phillies got. They got 2 or 1. Was it 2?
I don't remember.
It wasn't a lot.
Yeah, you know what? Boone would have put Clark Schmidt in the game. Better yet, Boone might have put I don't know.
Boone would have put in Clark. Oh my God, Sansy's not a Clark person.
I was, but Julian, what did I say Clark Schmidt was going to be? Well, what was he going to turn into?
You said Chance Adams, which I still disagree
Clark
with.
Schmidt is the next Chance Adams. What do you know? Because the Yankees have not developed a actual starting pitcher since Luis Severino.
Well, hey, he might be your 5th starter, so you might want to rethink how we're talking here.
Oh, please. They fucked with his head so bad, he has no shot.
No, he's not that old yet. He can figure it out.
Yeah, well, I don't know. He probably will end up going to the Kansas City Royals like Chance Adams and just vanishing off of the face of the earth.
Oh my God.
Rob Thompson was a former Yankee bench coach. Look, the managerial decisions, the stupidity does not need to go that far. Wow. Talk about. At the same time, though, you just got to look at what Yordan did to that ball. If Kyle Schwarber corrected Yordan.
Here's the thing. We also can't say that Wheeler would have 100% not given up a run. Like, Wheeler could have ended up giving up runs, too. We're never going to know.
But who do you trust more in that situation to at least get an out on that play?
Oh, we'll go with Wheeler, but let's say he gets Yordan out still. Or let's say Yordan gets a sack fly or something. I mean, they could have ended up. Yeah. Or it could have been like 2-1 or something. You never know what could have happened.
But 71 pitches, and he was fine, and he's your starter, been one of your best pitchers all year. I trust him with my season more than I trust Jose Alvarado. Oh, God. It's if Jeff was in here right now, I guarantee he would be flipping a shit with how they manage it.
6 outs left. We're screwed. Philly's done. Yeah, we're cooked here.
Oh my God!
2 hits, Darren. 2 hits. Philly has 2 hits, and we can talk about this decision all we want, but they can't.
No, absolutely. I don't disagree with that at all. I'm
It's like the Yankees. It's the same shit as the Yankees. You got to hit. We can make all the bullshit pitching decisions you want, but you got to score more than 1 run.
God, they're good. What is the score? Mark, it is 4-1 Houston. As quickly as you could blink. As quickly as you blinked, it was 4-1.
Yeah, that's what they do.
And how are all of their fucking pitchers? Since when is Hector Neris good?
I know Neris was terrible with the Cubs. I remember.
He was with the Phillies. He sucked.
Yeah, I remember. He started off good, then he became bad, and now he's good again.
It's like any pitcher that goes to Houston suddenly becomes fucking Nolan
Wait,
Ryan.
is Neris a Cub? Or I might be getting that mixed up. There might be another dude. I don't know if that guy was a Cub. Man, I might be speaking out of my ass here. I don't
Oh no,
know.
Hector Neris was definitely a Philly.
Was he a Cub at some point? Or am I thinking about someone else?
Probably somebody else.
It might be someone else. Shit.
But my God, if a pitcher wants to really turn their career up, just go to Houston for a couple of years. Holy shit.
Unbelievable, bro. I don't know. I want some of what they have down there. Shit. I mean, I think me and you could pitch for him.
I'm not anymore. I think I'll blow my shoulder out after fucking 2 innings, but whatever. I'm speechless with that decision. And Valdez, I'm sorry. His shit's not that good, but no one hits him. I don't get it. He has.
Valdez is disgusting, bro. What do you think
throws
isn't good?
I know. But when you watch him throw, you're like, oh, he's hittable. But he gets out. He is the perfect throwback pitcher. He's not overpowering. He has a great off-speed pitch and just completely has hitters guessing the entire time.
Yo, Valdez had a postseason for the ages.
It's hard for me to say who's the Astros MVP.
Pena.
Pena, absolutely. That's my guy, Pena. I don't know. We'll see. There's a video circulating right now about something on Valdez's hand. I have no idea.
It's the second game too. Everyone's going off about it.
I don't know if Houston just win the World Series without any fucking sidebar shit, please.
Yup.
Yeah, Scott, I posted that video. That was one of my favorite calls of the year. I was like, Alvarez just blew up the stadium. That place erupted like insane. That was awesome.
Absolutely crazy.
Wow. That I don't think just right now imagine if this was the Yankees and Aaron Boone came out and pulled Luis Severino with 71 pitches with first and third and a 1-0 lead to bring in who's one of the Yankees lefties that just sucks.
I don't want to say the name because I actually like the player, but I know exactly who we would say here. It's not Peralta, but people could use their brains and think.
Well, no, Chapman decided to stay home, which
fine. Use Chapman then. Use Chapman. What Chapman take?
Let's say, yeah, Chapman's a good example because just like Alvarado, Chapman's either going to throw it, he's either going to do well or he's going to do bad. There's no in between. So Severino is dealing 71 pitches. We have a 1-0 lead. There's first and third. Yordan Alvarez is up. First thought in my head, don't fucking pitch to him. Or if you fall behind like 2-1 or 3-1, walk him and let your starter, who has led you this entire way, pitch. Because I trust him more than anybody out of my bullpen. And that was ridiculous. Like so dumb. Dumb is not even the word anymore. That was stupidity. Oh, wow. Okay, I think I got that off my chest.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. They only have 2 hits, so I'm more hung up on that now. To be honest with you.
Yeah, their bats just vanished. I don't know what happened. They were. Well, man. Looks like we have a long off season coming up, which I am not looking forward to because the winter sucks. Might have to go migrate down south. How the fuck is this clickbait, you idiot? People like you just need to go jump off a cliff. How is Houston Astros versus Philadelphia Phillies live chat clickbait, you dumb fuck? Get out of here. Anywho, So dumb. I fucking hate children. McCormick's had a pretty solid postseason, huh? Oh, that was a good pitch, man. That was a good pitch. Hey, this kid. Let's see what we got here. Zach Eflin's in the game. This is unexpected.
Yeah, the Philly bats after game 2.
Yeah,
What is
that's
it?
good, man.
After game 3. Game 3, not 2.
Did you see the idiot that posted clickbait on a live chat video?
Yeah, I was trying to ignore it, but I knew you would address it.
Yeah,
So
you
I
know
just
what?
let you know.
At this point, I ignore most of them, but sometimes they just really, really, really bother me. Like the stupidity. Like how dumb can you be?
It's not like we said we were live at the World Series.
Oh God, basically I just tell them to go masturbate in the
We said we were live. We said we were live at the World Series. I would
Fucking like,
understand. That
yeah, oh yeah. Grunt baseball live at Houston. Oh yeah. No. Anyways, does anybody else think that I don't know. This game basically just sealed itself. I will say though, Philly's one shot here is in the 8th. If Philly does not score, first off, get out of this inning. And then Philly needs to at least put up 1 run in the 8th, get some juice flowing. If the Phillies don't score in the 8th, good night.
Yeah, they're gonna lose 4-1 if that's the case.
This is insane. Yeah, that's it. If the Phillies put up 1 in the 8th, they have a shot. If they don't score this inning, sayonara.
This sucks, bro. Damn.
I
I
just
don't know
don't
what to
see.
think.
I don't dislike the Astros. I just dislike him.
What
That's
about
the that's the
Tuve?
only that's the only problem I still have with the team is Altuve. I just don't like him. I like everybody. I mean, I love Pena. I think Yordan is an absolute monster.
Yeah, I've always kind of liked Yordan.
I think I've been pretty fair with the Astros. I've given them much respect. I don't need to like them all. I don't like Altuve. I don't like Bergman. It's that simple.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm not the biggest Verlander fan personally.
No, Verlander doesn't bother me.
I mean,
I
it's
don't
just because the Yankees messed up and not getting him so many times. It just annoys me.
The Yankees messed up not getting so many people and getting the wrong people almost every time. Who are you kidding?
I'm
The
trying to
fucking
say.
slimy chameleon can't get anything right.
Well, that's the one that's really hits the nail the hardest because the Astros didn't get him and the Yankees got him. We'll be having a different conversation right now.
I'm not sure, horror plays. Do you think I should have? I don't know. I don't know what that is.
What does that mean? Is that weed?
Is that a mountain stream? Mount
Mountain
Sun?
Sun count on Mount Stream.
Isn't that like a drink? Mount Sun? Or no, that's Sunny Delight. I'm
Altuve double.
fucking here.
Altuve's looking too.
Yeah,
And
fuck
no
you up
one
too.
up. Schwarber messed up in the corner.
I'm sorry. I will respect the Astros now. I think I have, right? I've given them a lot of fucking props in my video.
It is what
Yeah,
it is,
Kyle.
man. It is what it
Dude,
is, man.
Kyle needs to be a designated hitter and get the fuck out of the outfield. He's a nightmare out there. Oh, I don't
Well,
know.
they can't get him out of there because Bryce Harper's injury. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
I know. It's not a fun spot. His bat still comes alive. I made a video about how good he hits.
Well, he did
But this
just
is
hit
it right here.
the only run.
And guess who comes to bat?
Pena.
Jeremy Pena. Do you know I made a video today. Coming into this game, he had 18 hits. Almost every one of them, I think for the exception of 2, maybe 3, were either with 2 strikes, 2 outs, gave the team a lead, tied the game, or started a rally.
Wait, all of that stuff put together, every factor in there, are all separate factors in that.
Um, like each one was separate, but a lot of them were all 3. So out of his 18 hits, 15 of them came in a clutch moment or with 2 strikes or with 2 outs.
Wow.
So he's been, look, and what do you know? 0-2 count. I bet you $10 he picks up a single up the middle. Mark it down, $10. Who wants in?
No, because I think he gets one, so I'm out.
So you're probably ahead watching the TV, so you know already.
Well, no, the tracker's ahead of the TV sometimes. I actually don't know, but I would bet he gets a hit.
And thank you all so much for joining us. We are working on a new setup here. We are new to doing this live chat thing, so you can obviously see my
And he
dumbass.
actually cuts out. Wow.
Wow, whoa! What do you know? That's unusual. So if you guys do enjoy this, subscribe. We will continue
Braves
to
coming in.
stop talking while I'm giving our pitch. You mook. We're new to this setup. We have guests on all the time. My camera overheated, so that's why you just see a ball with a dumb voice coming out of it. If you guys have any requests, ideas, just let us know, and we will continually develop what we have here. It is just the 2 of us, and I think we have a good time, especially when the anger happens.
Yeah, no, my bad, bro. It's just the game's coinciding. I want to let everyone know who was pitching. It was just bad timing with that.
Sandy's awesome because she picks up on the way we go here. But anyways, no, as you were saying, Brian Cashman missed out on everybody. Brian Cashman has not made a good decision in years. I don't want to talk about Cashman, though. I'm more pissed about Rob Thompson's move. But anyways, the Phillies season is right now.
Yeah, but like I said, bro,
Everybody they put in the game, every pitcher on the Astros is lights out.
the Phillies,
How is that even possible? How is that? How does this happen?
And then people just don't score off them. Like the Phillies about to get 4 runs in 3 games off them. Like still looking like the Yankees offense against them.
Now, as for all of you idiots that post clickbait, go find the videos that say Astros are cheating right now. That's clickbait, you dum-dum.
I'll be right back. Give me a second.
All right, you go do your thing. I'll be here and continue to be a ball talking to a screen. Oh my God. I can almost like sense the Phillies dugout right now without seeing the game. The dugout is probably all sitting or standing over the railing. Probably standing over the railing, if I had to guess. None of them are talking. We got Veerling. Oh boy, 2 hits again. Holy, you're not going to win a game with 2 hits. It's that simple. Oh my God. Hey, what do you know? Julian, we are now at 2,885 blocked YouTube accounts because of spam. Almost 12. What percentage is that? 12, 16,000, 12%? Insane. Well, Dorian, I think this might be the last game for Houston and for the baseball season this year. Unless Philly. Nope. Philly has no shot. I wish Jeff Frye was still in here for that Yordan moment. That was funny. And that's it. Phillies are down to their last 4 outs. And since when did Ryan Presley get good? I remember the Astro fans talking about how much they couldn't stand him, how he blew every game, and next thing you know, he's like Mariano in October. It's crazy. They're all good. 4 outs left, Jay.
I see 5. How did we get to 4?
Because it says in play outs.
That's 1. Now we still
That's
got 5.
That's 2 outs this inning. 3
1.
plus 1 is 4.
No, but where do you see the second one? Marsh just hitting. He didn't get
Because
out
I'm,
yet.
because I'm a fucking idiot and I was not looking and paying attention. So you are correct. The 5. I need to
I
learn.
was like, wait a minute. I mean, don't make it easier to know. Don't make it more painful.
Oh
than
boy,
it's already gonna be.
I get stupider as the days get longer.
When it's the last
Speaking of
game for
which,
Houston?
don't forget, guys. We have to do that stupid thing where we turn our clocks back so it's darker early. I don't know why the fuck we do
Wait,
that.
that's tonight.
Yeah, why do we do? Why do
fuck.
we need to do that? It is the
I
stupidest
hate
thing
that
I've
so
ever seen.
much. I hate. Why did it have to be tonight?
Everybody hates it. Why do we have to do it? I hate when I wake up at 5 in the morning and it's like, or 6 in the morning and it's pitch black outside. Who
It's
the
the
fuck?
worst thing in
Who?
the world.
Ben Franklin. This was the dumbest idea Ben Franklin ever had, and we still do it.
Arizona don't do it. I don't.
You know that daylight savings time. Go fuck off.
I
Dumbest.
hate that. That's tonight too. God damn it.
Hey, guess what, Julian? 4. Now we're 4 outs. 4 outs.
So you were ahead of the curve with that one.
I just, you know what? I anticipated it. Well,
Well, it's really do or die now at the top of the order. So
when do or die. I told you, if they don't score at least 1 right now, this game is kaput.
yeah, that's the story, bro. 100% agree.
And I think what's a bigger story for? All right, let's talk headlines here. Did the Phillies bats did they just all go dry, or did the Astros just completely dominate them?
At this point, I have to tip my hat to them. I think because they just continue to do this.
I totally agree 100%. The fact that they just bear down when they need to, it's remarkable. And just think about how long. You want to talk about a dynasty? They've been winning basically since 2015 now.
Yeah.
That's a long time. 6 consecutive ALCSs.
Yeah.
How?
But I don't think it's a dynasty in the sense that they haven't won. They only have 2 world championships, and it was like 6 years apart.
That's bullshit. But that's a dynasty because they've been competitive. They've been there every year. It's a dynasty, plain and simple.
So do you think the Bills were a dynasty when they kept losing the Super Bowl?
No, because they kept losing.
I think the Astros are a modern day dynasty. Because no one goes back to back anymore. If they win it next year, then I have to completely tip my cap and say
my thought process was if they lost the World Series again, it would actually have looked worse than if they didn't make it this year.
I kind of see what you're saying. Why the fuck did Kyle Schwarber just bunt with 2 strikes? What the fuck, my guy? Are you serious? Jesus Christ. Bro, what?
Did they get the shift on for the first 2 strikes?
Dude, what the fuck?
Did they have the shift? Tell me real quick, did they have the shift on for the first 2 strikes?
What the fuck did I just watch?
Did they have the shift on for the first 2 pitches? Because if they did, I am going into a fucking dither.
All right, I gotta try to watch. I'm watching.
Just tell me please God, tell me the shift was not on for the first 2 pitches of that at bat.
I can't see anything right now. It's just showing the normal field.
Can you get me that footage?
Let's see. I don't see anything yet that shows me anything on the field.
Does anybody know if the Astros were in a shift before 2 strikes.
I'm trying to watch to see. It's not giving me the good shots. I see 1-1 now. It's not doing like a panorama or anything.
Since God, I hate these broadcasts.
I know they're not doing justice
Do
here.
you see a head bobbing behind second base in the camera?
I'm trying the best I can with this, but they're not giving me good angles. Like
You don't see a bobblehead behind second base?
I saw Altuve. Like
Do you see anybody in the screen while they're doing the pitch?
it's 1-2 now. I saw Altuve, I think.
Can you send me this? Can you telegram me this full at bat?
How would I do it? How do I even get the feed with all the bullshit feeds they have going on? Oh,
The first-
fuck! I saw a decent image. Shit, fuck.
Can you send it to me?
How am I gonna do it?
How you've done it for the last 3 years?
I don't have those streams. Don't work anymore.
Oh, that's right. Because MLB decides to fucking monopolize everything.
I'm trying to see if I can at least get a still for you. I think
Do you
I
know they-
saw. I think I saw 1-2. I did see someone move over. I don't know if it switched, but I saw extra infields on the right side. I see
Because-
Pena.
okay.
Pena's on the right side of the 1-2. I can at least tell you that.
Well, I assume that's why he would go for the bunt.
I don't know if he switched with 2 strikes though, because I've never seen him really switch with 2 strikes.
Yeah, hostile. I don't disagree. I think turning the clocks back an hour, as you heard before, I clearly don't like it. And for school reasons, well, lucky for you, tomorrow's Sunday, so you don't have to worry about that.
I don't understand why the fuck Kyle tried bunting though. Like, what the fuck?
I wouldn't have disagreed with it as long as the shift was on only for that last pitch. If the ship was on for the first 2 pitches, watch out, because I will literally lose my shit. Because that would be the stupidest thing since the Rob Thompson move in the 6th. Yeah, I know. These broadcasts, Sandy, I don't get it. They just talk, but they don't show anything. The teams that get to the World Series, their announcers should be able to broadcast the games just like they would in the regular season. It's like a bonus for the teams to make whatever extra incentive for teams.
Active manager with the most wins out of the World Series, 1652 for Buck without the ring.
How do we get the Buck? Where did Buck come from?
Because Dusty's about to be erased off an infamous list of being the most wins without the World Series.
Whatever. I just need to. Can you keep up the energy can you pick up what I've been leaving down while I go search for that Schwarber at bat?
Yeah, bro. Dusty deserves this ring, though. I mean, that's the one guy I'm happy
Why
for.
does he deserve it? Why does he? I hate that. I hate that statement. He deserves it. Why?
Dude, he's been grinding for years. He has over 2,000 wins. You don't think he deserves a World Series at this point?
I don't think anybody deserves it. They need to earn it.
But you don't think he has after everything that he's been through?
If they win, he earned it. Absolutely. He doesn't deserve it. He needs to earn it.
Well, he's going to. It doesn't matter anymore.
I'm just saying,
I'm trying to take solace in the fact Houston's winning because I don't enjoy anything with them winning.
the only solace you can take in Houston winning is that it was Yordan Alvarez, not Jose Altuve, who won the game.
Yeah, I guess. Makes me feel a touch better.
Because I would not be. I don't think I could mentally handle another Jose Altuve game-winning hit.
Yeah, it's a tough one, bro. I mean,
that might have sent me over the edge permanently. I might have never
Jordan
come back.
Alvarez, Pena, Christian Javier, and freaking Dusty Baker. Those are cool stories. Sure.
See, this goes back to what I said a couple days ago. No matter who the Astros bring up through the system, who they bring in, they're able to develop these pitchers into something when the Yankees cannot even develop a fucking relief. They can't develop a starter. Sorry, I'm not going back down that rant, but this is what good pitching does. Good pitching will always win every time. And they win. David Robertson in the game. I like D-Rob.
Yeah, would have been cool to see him get another ring.
Yeah, 09. It's so weird how old I am. The fact that I remember the 90s dynasty so vividly and so clearly. I remember everything I was doing and where I was. And when the Yankees won in 2009, I was fucking in a hole in Afghanistan. And here I am in 2022, and they haven't even been back. How that's insane.
Yeah.
You get ahead 0-2, and you're gonna throw 3 consecutive balls that don't even show up on the screen. That's wonderful. All right. This is all you. I'm dipping out to go find that video.
All right, sounds good, bro. We unfortunately it looks like the off season's gonna be starting pretty early. Well, it's pretty early to tell you.
Oh God, I know. I'm just not ready. I don't want to deal with it.
Well, tomorrow, just like we get ghosts tomorrow, and just like Monday, we'll be back to the drawing board. Bregman's going for 2. Put it on him. Oh, what? Damn! I thought they were gonna get him out. That sucks. You can't give up another run here. You gotta at least keep it at 4-1. Otherwise, it's 100. Even though it's now it's like 90% over. To give another run, it's like 100% over, or 99% over for a guy Aaron Judge. Hopefully, still our guy. He's wow, holy shit! They might have got him by like a finger. I'm not even kidding. Like I'm not even joking. Holy shit! Bregman might be out by a finger's length. Like he may. Wow. I think they got him by like I said. It's just the Astros about to win. The worst result you want. Yeah. Tough stuff for the Phils. And did they pick up Bregman? Oh nope, they got him.
I figured I'd finish the game here. We got about a good 7,000 people enjoying this, so I don't want to go make a video. There's no point in me stressing myself out trying to figure out something to make.
Yeah, bro. I mean, it is what it is. They're toast regardless. I mean, the Phillies are cooked. I mean,
No, I'd rather just rant about them live than have to make something.
yeah, I hear you, bro. That makes good sense.
I'm
But,
still curious if anybody knows if Kyle Schwarber had a shift on at all in that at bat before two strikes, because oh, smart baseball if it was the shift was only on with two strikes because they need base runners. So
this will make you laugh, Darren. If you want a nice ranting point.
I don't know if I can rant anymore. I think
Someone said, well, the season's about
he's
to end.
single again.
You have to have one more ending before the end of the year.
Oh,
Meanwhile, well, Real, here we go. It's the heart. Hoskins, Real Muto, Harper against Presley. Let's see if we can somehow rally something here.
and those of you that have followed us since the beginning, you know that we don't do this, but here comes the I call it the plea. If you guys enjoy this content and would not mind subscribing, it would mean a lot to us because this is what we do, and we are trying to figure out how to do live better in the future. There,
Yeah.
that's my subscribe plea. I that's it. I hate doing that. I hate people that do it. I hate doing it.
I think that we got some good things going on. I think we definitely stepped it up today. I mean, we had two great guests today for like 6 innings, so can't ask for much
Yeah,
more than that.
it's our. I don't like our setup though. I don't like the way especially my camera right now since my other one burnt out. But I don't know. Our setup sucks. We need to work on that next year. We will. Keep growing every day, like I tell everybody. This camera makes me look like I'm a fat fucking walrus. But anyways, off season, because here we go again. And the 90 million clickbait titles of hot stove reports that people make up out of their ass are coming, which we don't do. I promise we don't post clickbait. This is why people told me never read the comments. All right, here we go. Ryan Presley all of a sudden turned into the Rivera of October after sucking. Oh, I predict a 1-2-3.
Yeah, it might be. I mean, I want to see someone at least get a hit to have some excitement before the year ends. But I have a feeling you're probably
Nah,
right.
not happening. Not happening. Not happening.
Presley's locked in too. Like he's been lights out. Like you were
Julian, do you have your subscriber plea begging moment in you?
Yeah, I do. So I think we have a lot of good things coming up. I think it's been a fun season. We're always
Oh,
going
I
to do
hate this.
Taryn said. It's going to be a fun off season. Have a prospects video coming out on Monday potentially. How this is done. We've been waiting on that. The top 5 Yankee prospects coming, so everyone can look forward to the future because that's all we have to do in the off season. Look forward to the future because what else are we going to do?
That's all we have to do during the season. We're always looking forward to next year during the year. So why not just start early? With a guy like Cashman at the helm, he fucking ain't going anywhere.
Well, we have a lot of the Yankees content, but we do other teams too. Have a minor league work we've been getting in also. And I have some good guests on some segments and stuff too. We have a long, unique content, like Darren said. We're not just going to do like boring highlights. So, funny voiceovers and everything.
Oh,
And
here we go.
this is it. My plea's done because the game's on.
Astros are trash. I love this. So are the Phillies. Shut up. Oh, you guys fit right in. Sounds just like me talking on a daily basis.
So I would love to see someone at least get a hit. That's all I'm asking for. At least get a hit.
The Phillies don't suck. The Astros are not trash. They used a trash can in 17, but they're not trashing this year. They're fucking incredible. Yep. Get over it. The Astros did not cheat this year.
But it is what it is, my friend.
And guess what? I say that and then something stupid comes out, but No, the Astros are absolutely disgusting. Doesn't mean I like them. I respect most of them. That's the problem. I mean, that's a hanging slider right down the middle. The Phillies have not been able to make contact, basically like the Yankees. They just go dead. Again, thank you all for joining us. If you were here earlier with Jeff definitely was, I would say, a good 12-pack deep. He's really funny. We'll have him on a lot this year. He kind of has the same mindset, small ball, old school.
Well, I was gonna say a funny tweet that'll make you go off. Someone on Twitter put, "Meanwhile, Cash and Boone are drinking beers and saying if we had an early June squad, we would have wiped the floor with the Astros. How dense are those two?" As for
Who
how
said that? Wait. Who said? Wait, what?
No, this is a joke. Like it's a joke.
Oh,
you know
okay.
it's
Oh my
being
God.
serious.
Oh my
No,
God. I thought they actually said it.
No, I'll put it on the screen so people can see it. It's kind of funny.
No,
Uh-oh.
man. Let's see what we got here. I love the arguments. I love arguments.
It's coming.
I don't know them. How do kind of what?
Darren, you're so right, bro. It's gonna be a 1-2-3. Hoskins just fell out to right. Terrible at bat. Like
Dude, when people just judge us because they think we don't know anything, I'll tell you right now, this inning will be over 1-2-3. The Astros, the Phillies season ended as soon as Zach Wheeler walked off the mound. That's when their season ended.
Yeah, but
the fact that you trust Alvarado in that situation over Wheeler, who's been dealing. So what? There's first and third. You still have the lead. Oh, look at that. There's a hit. I was wrong. Sorry. Unsubscribe. Leave a dislike. Get out of here. Wow.
We ain't dead yet.
Wow. I was wrong. I admit that. Now, anyways, who's up?
Harper.
Well, that was big. That was a big hit.
This might be the most people we've had in the feed all postseason. We're up at 82 right now. Or that ran actually at over 100, I think.
Oh no, that number hasn't. That number is low. It doesn't update. I like JT. I always think JT's a good catcher.
I wish we dumped Sanchez from a few years ago. Would have been a lot better off.
Oh no, Cashman and his prized fucking golden nuggets. I don't think there's a single player that Cashman has prized that has actually become something.
We'll get the here's the tweet that you can go laugh at. Oh no, Harper, no, fuck, he popped up. We got 210 now.
But that tweet makes it seem like they did say it, because how dense are those two? So did they say it, or did they not say it?
Well, they said no. They said the thing about the injuries about like using that. No, they didn't say it. But the thing is, as for how he's flying his planes around Tampa, I find that pretty funny because that's probably true.
Hal cares more about the chicken bucket sales than he does the team itself. Just let's get things straight here. Hal Steinbrenner is not his father. He never will be his father. And Brian Cashman is, as I said, his puppy. In play outs, and ladies and gentlemen, this, oh God. And for you, I swear to God, for you, Julian, hold on. I need to say this before this game's over. And for you Astro fans that are going to come here and say, oh, the Yankees suck. I have respected your team all year. Just stop the bullshit, please. You're driving me nuts sometimes. I swear to God. I like to respond to comments. We like to engage. I can't. I know.
Sam, you muted my mic when I went off. You missed my biggest tangent. I just threw the head disgusting.
That's it. Game over. Phillies, the Astros win the World Series. Oh. All right, hold on. So, yeah, that's it. I've never laughed harder in my life. Sorry, off-screen shit. Wow, dude. Houston wins the World Series. Yay! Look how stoked we are. But no, in all with seriousness here, that team wins, guys. Team wins. Obviously, they win. Team pitches. They get the hits when they need them, and that is why they won. And the Phillies bats going dead.
Yeah, Sandy, say it till we're blue in the face. But we got to get over them next year. That's it. Enough's enough with these guys.
The fact that you go into the year, like before this year started, I said out loud, the Yankees season ends in Houston. I'm so tired of going into a season knowing where it ends.
Yeah.
Don't you want to have a little bit like excitement, like, ooh, let's see what happens this year? No, we know how it's going to end. Do I have any hope for next year?
No, you don't.
No. Why? Because Cashman's still there. Cashman's still there. Cashman's still there. Cashman. All right, guys. This was fun, great, awesome, grand. Congratulations, Houston. I believe that Jeremy Pena is the MVP. He absolutely deserves it. That kid was phenomenal.
It should be, yeah.
The pitching staff just use a word that they were that good.
They were lights out, bro. I mean, especially that bullpen and all of it.
See, I don't put as much on Aaron Boone as a lot of people do. I put it on Cashman because Cashman's the one that puts the team together. Cashman's the one that brought in Giancarlo Stanton, who batted .211 and made over $30 million. Just let that one sink in. That's where the problem starts, with him and Hal in their little booth and their planes.
You're right. It's from the bottom to the top. Boone just wears it because he's the puppet.
Exactly. For those of you that like have played baseball, which I'm assuming most of you have, you know as well as I do, the manager in baseball is not exactly like a coach in football. Like, I've played baseball up until I went to the Marines. If your players are not hitting, you're not winning. If your pitchers are not throwing strikes, you're not winning. The manager can only do so much in baseball. It's just a scapegoat. I'm be honest there. I mean, Boone makes some bonehead moves, but
it's crazy.
It all starts. Shit rolls downhill, and especially in baseball.
It really is.
All right, guys. As I said, you know me, I don't do this, but if you guys do enjoy it, we will continue to figure out how to make these lives better. Subscribe, do the YouTube BS, and we will be back every day with some kind of video. Maybe we got prospects coming up and a bunch of good guests.
Yep, prospects coming soon. The video's set. Just need to say to release it.
For anybody who speaks Spanish, can you translate this for me? All right, you know what? That's easier. There you go. Astros. Yep, Astros, man. What is it? Your alarm for... Well, congratulations, Houston. You guys actually truly earned this one. This was a very, very... And it's not like the Astros destroyed the Phillies. They just got the hits when they needed them, and that's all it takes in the postseason. It's people like this that I just despise. Why is it funny? We're praising your fucking team, dum-dum. I'm standing here praising you. Yes, we know the Astros won. Oh, God. This is why people say don't. And, Julian, this is where I check out because here come the morons. Idiots.